Dang, I really gotta find a way to phase that out. Ha! Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome. Uh, I uh, I got off of work early and I was like, I want to do a stream. Hello, everybody. And here I am again. Earlier when I did my Nomi stream, I wasn't satisfied with it. I really wasn't. I did have tats on, but I had to leave for work, so I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here. So I kind of cut it short. I felt like we were kind of like we were going. We actually had a pretty good conversation in the background. Um, I wanted to do a little restream for the people who have been waiting for a Kiser restream. Um, I don't know if he did anything last night. Um, I'll be honest, like I was kind of exhausted with all the stuff, but today I actually conversated with somebody at work who is a veteran about the Kaiser situation, and he was just like losing his mind. Like he was all like, "This is real," and I told him, "Yeah, this is real, man." He was like, "This guy's a for real thing," and so I was like, "Yeah, man." Like I had to give him all the links. I told him, check out this video by Shiz, check out this video by Master Sergeant Retired, check out all these lives by this guy Stone Vet, right? So he's just been going through the motions, and so today when we were leaving work, he was all like, "Bro, this stuff is out of control. This stuff is out of control. How is it that this guy is still out there with like no shame?" And I told him, "Bro, I wish I could explain it to you. I really wish I could." Um, and we were like, we had a small discussion before he took off. We were having a discussion in the parking lot. We were kind of it was about Wrangler and everything. We were talking about also about other polarizing figures around the country, about like celebrities and whatnot. So, people like Kevin Spacey, uh, the Harvey Weinstein. You know what I mean? And so I was kind of explaining to him how you know you try to separate these personal things, these personal issues, with people who create entertainment. And to some effect, you can separate yourself. There's stuff like the Justin Roiland. Is it Justin Roiland? Yeah, I believe it's just he's the creator of Rick and Morty. He did some bad things in his office or in his place of work. That was no good for anybody, right? People got upset with him. I believe he's faced a couple of legal issues for it. It wasn't as bad as say somebody like Kevin Spacey, but still he got kicked off of his own show because of these things that he did. Do people still support Rick and Morty? Yeah, they still do, because obviously he was kicked out of it. And you can kind of separate yourself from the actions of one person and see that the show's created by many people. There's also like situations with like Louis C.K., where you got someone like Louis C.K., who is a comedian who did some stuff that people would probably consider weird. Was it illegal? Was it stuff should land them in jail? Of course not. These were things that were done between two adults, and yes, they were kind of weird, and yes, people can laugh at him for doing those things or whatever. But in the long run, he did it with a consenting adult. So even if those situations were brought up, it's not like he violated anybody or did anything bad to them. That's why he kind of was able to be forgiven throughout, like throughout his career. Now he's kind of like making a comeback and all that stuff. And so you can kind of separate the content creator, or in this case, the comedian, from his comedy to his weird lifestyle. And there are other people out there that are like this. Like you've got people like David Carradine, and this is why I brought up the Kill Bill soundtrack here, because I was telling him, I was like, David Carradine, rest in peace to the man, right? He died while doing autoerotic asphyxiation. Now, does anybody understand what autoerotic asphyxiation is? If you don't, I'll explain it to you in a very easy way. He was masturbating while choking himself. He choked himself a little too hard, and he died. Is that fucking weird? Now, there are a lot of people who would consider that to be weird. There are a lot of people who find that to be their jam. They like that stuff. They like to be choking themselves while they're masturbating. And every once in a blue moon, somebody will die while doing it. And he happened to die while doing that. And because he died while doing it, he was found that way. And so people look at it like, oh, wow, what the hell is going on here, right? Well, can you separate all of the man's work from his one action that got him killed? I think so, right? I think you can separate the man from the stuff that he did to that. But what makes him different to say somebody like Harvey Weinstein or say somebody like David Epstein who has these lists that are coming out of people who did these like terrible things, right? Like where is the separation? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, and thank you. I appreciate that you're telling me this. Uh, Thank you so much for that. By the way, for those of you that are not in the know, and this is aside from the subject matter of this live, um, Doc Danger, a friend of the show, a friend of me, a friend of a lot of people, has come down with cancer. Now, do the facts, I'm not sure exactly what kind of cancer it is and everything, but he was always very nice to me. One of the first people to actually believe in the channel and like encourage me to do more. He actually did a live with me, and it's in the list of lives that are open right now. That he came on and did a show with me. He very nice guy. I hope that he can get through this. I talked about this in Zurzur's stream last night. I hope that he can get through this. I hope that he can fight the good fight and come out winning on the other side. But I'll be thinking about Doc Danger. I'll have him in my thoughts, and I'll be at that live stream. Thank you so much for coming in here and letting me know. Um yeah, I hope everything gets well with Doc Danger. My thoughts are out to you, my friend. I hope that you get better soon. There's not much more I can say than that. This sucks. It always sucks. Cancer, fuck cancer. As a once Soldier's rest in peace. Soldier's cat once said, and we all once said for uh, a friend of ours that had cancer. So, yeah. Again, my thoughts are with Doc Danger, and if you want to support, show up to this live stream. Again, I'm not sure exactly what kind of cancer. When it comes to friends of mine, I'm really not into the details. I'll go support them. I'll go see them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kevlar. No sugarcoating truth for letting me know about this. And yeah, I'll definitely be out there. Definitely a panel that I don't care. I'm gonna have to like show up to. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, so to get back to where I was at, like I said, to separate yourself from the content creator that does these, horrible things. Like, how do you do it? How do you separate, like these things, right? And I keep getting this argument. I keep getting this argument. I keep seeing people come on and say things like, well, he's entertaining or we like his content, whatever, right? And to this I say, you can like whatever the hell you want. Like you can like the stuff that Kevin Spacey did. You can like the stuff that the Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein did. You can put yourself outside of the realm of these people who did these things and the entertainment that they create. But what makes somebody like Kaiser special in the case that why is it that his case is different? Well, all he's doing is entertaining people, right? It's like, oh, I'm I'm here just doing something, and I don't know why people want to give me crap, is what his thing is, right? And so my thing is that, look, at some point, at some point, we need to be responsible for the people that we're supporting in certain aspects. Um, it is not that Kaiser isn't, can't be separated from the mistakes he's made. Is that he's not stopped doing the mistakes that he's making. He hasn't stopped. It's like, if when they found out about Harvey Weinstein, they started prosecuting him, but he was still doing the same things that he was doing. Now you could separate yourself and say, well, the content creation means more to me than the actual man's actions. And I would say it's easier to do it in that aspect when it comes to Harvey Weinstein, because his separation from the actual content creation is many steps away. He's a producer. He only gives money to people who create stuff. So in that case, I could understand how you could separate things that he's making from the actual man that's making the choices. But when it comes to Wrangler's not separated from the content that he's created. No, instead, the lies that he used are the content that he's creating. He created a character based on the lies that he made. This is what makes him egregious. It has nothing to do with being able to separate yourself from the content creator himself. The content creator himself is the actual thing that he's selling himself on. He's saying he's a combat veteran. He's saying he's a disabled combat veteran when he's not either of those things. He has been caught lying over and over and over again. He doesn't have a leg to stand on as far as my content creation is something for people to separate myself from it, because his subject matter is based on his lies. He makes himself an expert. He makes himself an expert in the field of both policing, military service, and the law based on all his lies. And he affords himself his own credibility based on those lies. That's irresponsible to support. Because if you can tell yourself, well, I'm only here to listen to somebody talk about anti-auditors because supposedly this. Now, I'll tell you, my own opinion is that I don't think he's entertaining at all. I don't like his content. I find it exhausting. I don't think he does anything but uses manipulation tactics in order to get people to watch him. You may be able to, tell yourself that no, he's just somebody who likes to greet people as they come in and all this and that, and try to give justification for the things that he does. But think about it. Think about it. Really think about it. Now, I know that everybody comes here to see the restream of the stream and all that stuff, and I'm gonna do it because, of course, in order for me to be able to prove these claims that I'm making against him, I have to show you examples, but I have to set the parameters as far as like what to expect when you guys watch these restreams with me. See, the thing is that when you see this shit, when you see what he's doing, you'll see that these are manipulation tactics. The first one I'll tell you is isolation. How do manipulators get people to follow them and not listen to anybody else? You isolate. How do you isolate? You create a hug box. A hug box of people who only listen to each other. There is no dissenting opinion. There's nobody who will try to correct the person who is in the peer view of everybody in that hug box. There is no dissension. Everybody just listens to each other and they tell each other how great they are. That is manipulation in isolation. There is no outside opinion that is valid, only the one that is fed to you. That is one form of manipulation. The second form is using what is a credibility from outside sources that have no credibility. Again, everybody is crediting themselves in this chat. Everybody is saying that they're special, but don't want to listen to a dissenting opinion, and then they credit themselves. So he manipulates people by saying, "I got this credibility. I went to the University of Texas. I'm a former police officer of some kind, and I went to the military." All of this is manipulation. All of this is a manipulation to get people to feel like they're in a comfortable space, that they're talking to somebody that's an expert. And then the other thing that he does is that he loans himself to other people who do have some sort of credibility or who would seem like they do. JJ Scarborough, KFAR. He invokes their name. He uses them and says, "These are my guys. These are my friends." He doesn't know them. He doesn't know KFAR for more than a year. There's no way that they could be friends to that level. There's no way JJ Scarborough just barely came in. There is no way he knows JJ effectively enough to even know if the man has any kind of credibility. What's up, Nomad? He has no credibility. And he looks for it in other people. So these are all manipulation tactics that Kiser uses. And then, of course, like I said, the lies that build up on top of everything. What the heck is going on here? Okay, I thought I was going to see. Now, I do have a special guest that's going to join me. Now, I'm also kind of like getting ready to see her come in, but she's not here yet. So I'll pull up the stream. Hang on, let me just get this. Let me get this going. Oh yeah, and by the way, for those of you wondering, hang on, let me. Where the heck is it? Oh, right here. Okay, for those of you wondering, and I don't know how this is possible because I'm not subscribed to him. I don't know how I got a membership in his chat. I don't understand how that works, but wow, that's like I think that's kind of ridiculous. Okay, so here's a stream. Damn it. Here is the stream. Just put this. Oh, and here and just to kind of like add to all this stuff that's been going on. Um, and for the people that don't know, for the people who are new to the Wrangler drama and all that stuff or whatever, this dude is such so he is so uncreative that he has not switched his intro not once. Now, just to give you guys a little preference as far as like where I'm at, I've been given an intro by Dickbag Patrol. I've been given an intro by Tats, and Burns is working on an intro song for me, which is very very cool, and I appreciate it all. But I can't see myself putting the same things over and over to start. This is why I use different songs and stuff like that, and I'd like to have different things to switch it up because I find things can get stale. I don't like repeating things over and over and over again. It's just I believe it's a bit of a cop out for a content creator to completely repeat things all the time, and I believe it's a crutch. And so doing this is another form of manipulation because what he's doing is that he's creating a familiarity where people feel like, oh, if I don't have this, and it's really it really tells to the audience that Wrangler is catering to, because he's catering to children. He's catering to people who have children like mentalities when they see things that they have to constantly be repeated to them. Now I get it. We all have nostalgia feelings, right? We all got the member berries, right? We all like to see our favorite shows. And what did our favorite shows have? The sitcoms, right? They had the intro that everybody knew. What's the Fresh Prince of Bel Air? in West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. And it's like, you hear that and you're like, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, yay, you know what I mean? This is what he's doing. He will not deviate, even though he's been called out for one, this being Falcax's intro that he created for him. This is not his. This wasn't made by him. And all the people that have detracted from him don't want him to use it, but he continues to use it. Why? He has no creativity for himself, and he inspires no creativity in anybody else. He only can copy and paste because that's the only thing he's good at is copy pasting. He gets information, whatever he can, and then he copies what he feels he can and then pastes it back. And these intros are a perfect example of that. Because these were given to him more than several months ago, 4 or 5 months ago. And he continually repeats them. Continually. He always puts them on. He never puts anything different. He never uses a new intro. He actually said himself that when I make a new intro, when are you gonna make a new intro? You're not busy. You're at your house all fucking day. You're there long enough to do a 4 hour stream, 5 hour stream. Why don't you take a little time to make yourself a new intro? I mean, I would think that that would be an easy thing to do since you're so smart. I mean, college graduate. This is a guy that claimed that he graduated from the University of Texas, yet he can't take a minute to create an intro, a simple intro. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not discrediting somebody like Falcax for making something like this. It's not easy to edit stuff together now, but even he will tell you that this stuff doesn't take forever to make or forever to learn. If Wrangler wanted to learn it, he would. I mean, he learned how to push the buttons on his live stream. He learned how to go live. He got enough information to do that, but he won't create a new intro. Not at all. He won't even try. But I don't think it's because he doesn't know how to. I think it's because he understands that doing something like this over and over again breeds familiarity within his following. So he continues to do it over and over again because his following is a bunch of children who need it. They need the box of cereal. They need the member berries. Oh, do you remember? Do you remember when Wrangler came on and talked about the auditors? Yeah, I remember the intro. I remember the threat detected, that sound, the meh, meh, meh. I remember that. As annoying as it is to people who are of higher intellect, someone who's a simpleton who goes about watching Wrangler loves this stuff. They love this stuff. Why? Because it's easy. It's easy to go back. It's easy to feel that. That's why they do it. That's why they keep coming back. And Wrangler knows this. And so that's why he will never change. Even if he makes a new intro, he'll never use it because he's too afraid to. He doesn't trust in his own creativity. This is why he continues to lie. This is why he continues to manipulate. Because he has no creativity. But I digress.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Well, it's going to be a good morning for us because, as I'm sure you saw from the community post I put out this morning, these morons just keep getting themselves in more and more of a pickle. I mean, First of all, we've already established that
God, that miserable face. That's such a miserable face. I'm sorry. That face is miserable. The man's miserable. I don't know. I don't know whether he carries guilt for the murder he caused, or maybe it's just the fact that he has to kind of live with himself for the things that he's, living with. I don't know. But he seems miserable. His face, everything just says misery, doesn't it? It's just sad. It's sad. He's a sad man. Now, does that make me feel sorry for him? No. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel bad for him. I don't have no empathy for him because he has no empathy for the stuff that he did. He once said that if he could have a time machine, he wouldn't change a thing. He wouldn't change a thing. What does that tell you about somebody? What does that tell you when somebody won't change a thing? Knowing that he has a felony record, 5 charges, convicted. He mugged an old lady. And he wouldn't change that? Simply for his YouTube clout? He wouldn't change that? You give me an opportunity to change any of the crap that I ever did, and I'd change it in a fucking heartbeat. Not because it didn't make me the man who I am today, but because people were hurt. And I'd give anything not to hurt those people ever. If I can go back and keep people from being hurt, that would mean a lot more to me than any situation that I'm at now. But he doesn't care. He has no empathy. He's a narcissist. He loves himself so much that he would not change a thing about all the bad things he did. He wouldn't change it. He said it himself. It's out there. He said, if I had a time machine, I wouldn't change a thing. But this man hurt people. He stole from an old lady. It's real. That's facts. He stole from an old lady and he would not change it because he has 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Again, this is not any situation like Louis C.K. or David Carradine. This guy is living his crap and he's using it to prop himself up. This is what I want his followers to understand.
that the cease and desist letter has absolutely zero legal authority unless it's ordered by a.
Oh, and by the way, just so you guys can see this, shit. You guys are seeing this. What does that say? A moderator turned on subscriber only mode. Only channel subscribers of 20 minutes or longer can send messages. Interesting, right? What did I say earlier? It's a hug box. It's people who are echoing their own opinions. They want nothing to do with dissension. They don't want any dissenting opinions, none whatsoever. They don't want to be challenged in their beliefs. And they don't want anybody to question Wrangler, just like Wrangler doesn't want to be questioned. This right here, for somebody who claims to want transparency in other people, this from somebody who claims that he believes in the free speech that other people are chilling, is bullshit. It's a hypocrisy, but it's hidden in the hug box.
Judge. All right. And it's kind of funny for them to go around lying to judges and him committing perjury, claiming that I'm the one contacting them and harassing them. I keep getting emails from Tifaho, and that needs to stop. Tiffy, I don't want any more emails from you. All right.
It's fun. It's fun. It's funny. It's funny that he mentions this guy who's sending him emails or whatever, but then says that he's sending emails to prosecutors and all these other people who are in some sort of power position. Like, why do you think? Why do you think that it's okay for you to do that, but yet this guy who's on YouTube, a content creator who would be considered your peer, can't? Is it because he's challenging your beliefs? Is it because you can't answer him? I don't understand that part. You're the one who started a dialogue with him. If you can't stand the dialogue, why did you begin it to? Why did you start to begin with? That's that hypocrisy that I'm talking about. He will acknowledge certain things, but won't acknowledge the things that he does.
You can stop with your garbage. The fact that you got a loser for an old man is your problem. But so they even went further than that. And of course, you guys let me know as soon as it happened. But apparently last night, dipshit, I mean dumbwaiter, Christopher L. Ryder went and posted what he thought was JJ Scarborough's home address and a picture of it on the internet, and then made lewd claims that he is inside this residence in his underwear and then inviting acts of violence to that residence.
Proof. Show proof. Show proof. I don't care for dumbwaiter or and I don't care for any auditor, but show proof. Don't make a claim like that and then fucking don't show proof. Put the proof out there. Make it known. Make it known. Hey, bud. Hey, you know what? Don't do this. You know, like this is wrong. It's a TOS violation if it's real. But why would you put out a claim like that and not have any kind of receipt? What kind of idiot makes a claim like that without actually putting out a receipt? Does that make any kind of sense? These are these are big claims, dude. These are big claims. You're saying that he's promoting violence. This is not a joke, right? But where is your proof that he did that? Why did you pull up the community post? It's easy to share it. It's easy to share a community post. Why didn't you share it? Why are you creating these situations that are making somebody look worse than what they are? He's a YouTuber like you. And JJ Scarborough is an elected official. His information is out there. It's gonna be out there. He put himself out there. If he's an elected official as he claims he is, he should know this. There's no hiding. There's no hiding. You run for office and you put yourself out there because someone with integrity who's an upstanding citizen of the United States is going to do that because they're not afraid of the public. They live within the public. So what does it matter? What does it matter if he puts his information out there? Who's going to hurt him? Stop trying to make this into something where he's doing something terrible. Even if he was doing that, I don't know because he didn't put out a receipt on it. You're making wild claims.
Here's the problem. That is his underage daughter's house. She hasn't turned 18, but that's her house.
Wait. Since when does an underage person own a house? That's his underage daughter's house? How does that make any why would you mention that, by the way? Why wouldn't you say that belongs to the house of his ex-wife where his children live? Why is it specific to his daughter that's underage? Who cares? Why would you say that? Unless you're trying to create a situation where you're trying to make him seem like a monster. Now again, this isn't a defense of for public safety in any kind of way. This isn't a defense for him. This is showing how Wrangler is making things worse than what they actually seem. Who cares if his daughter's there? Who talks like that? Who says that's the house of his underage daughter? I don't call the house of my brother's nieces the house of his underage nieces. I say that's my brother's house. Of course his daughters live there. You don't need to why would you need to say that? Why would you need to single out his daughter like that? Unless you're trying to make it seem like it's worse than what it is. Unless you're trying to get people to clutch their pearls, all the old ladies in your in your chat, and be like, "Oh my gosh, he's sending people to attack." First of all, if anybody goes to attack someone's daughter because of their position in life, there is no stopping that person, regardless of what information is out there. That motherfucker's weird. And it has nothing to do with JJ Scarborough or anything else. But that's not what's happening. You are trying to make it seem like that's what's happening. That is auditor tactics. Auditors do that kind of stuff. They try to make things worse than what they are by saying things like that. Why do you think it's okay to say that? Why did you think that was okay? Why did you think that you needed to say that at all? Isn't it enough that people would go after JJ? Why do you need to mention his daughter at all? Now, you're going to say, well, it's because he said his daughter's name or whatever the hell, right? We'll show the proof. Show the proof I would show the proof. If somebody said go attack someone's underage daughter, that would be the first thing I have up on screen. That would be the first form of proof that I would show. This is the entertainment. This is the entertainment that people seek out when they go to Frauded Wranglers Live. This shit. This is the entertainment. This is the stuff that's fun. The jokey jokes. This is the jokey jokes right here. These are the jokey jokes. These are it right here. He gave the address to his underage daughters. Ha ha ha. What a fucking joke, Wrangler. That shit is fucking hilarious. You're hilarious, bro. I'm entertained.
That's who lives there. And no, I'm not putting the address up. And I'm not going to put pictures up of his house because I'm just not going to.
But you don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to do that. You don't need to put up the man's information to prove that somebody else was threatening his daughter. You don't need to do that. You need to put pictures of his daughter. You don't need to put pictures of his house. You need to show the post or the video where the man says that. You don't need to show any of that information. That's not something people need in order to have proof that this actually happened. You're making it about this stuff. Like, oh, I'm not going to show the daughter. I'm not going to show the house. Nobody cares about that stuff. Especially not people in your audience if they're against it. So why would you need to show that? Nobody's asking you for it. Just like the auditors who make a big deal out of something that never happened, that's what you're doing. You're making a big deal out of something that hasn't happened. You don't have the proof of it, so you'll say, I'm not going to show this, I'm not going to show that, because there is no proof of it. Just like you won't show anything that shows that you were once a combat veteran, a contractor, or anything else. You won't show it. You're not going to show it because you don't have proof of it.
But here's the thing, is all he has done is all but guarantee an EPO against them before the day is out. He's put an underage girl's well-being in jeopardy.
How? How has he put an underage girl in jeopardy? How? Is she the elected official? Is she the person violating people's rights? Is she the one who puts herself out there on some murder burglars channel? Is she the one doing that? How is he putting her in danger? You're the only one who's mentioning her. Why? What do you? Why are you bringing into? Why are you bringing her into this? Why are you doing that? So that the people in your chat can feel like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Uh, JJ Scarborough, he's a elected official who works at a county jail. I think he's the warden of the county jail. Now, you'll have to forgive me. I don't remember what county, what state he's in. My mods ain't here to kind of give out that information. I simply don't have the time or right now to like really like look up the information. But yeah, he's talking about JJ Scarborough, and he's talking about how he's yeah, but how come he again? How come he doesn't show proof of it? Show proof of it. You want to show how severe these things are. Then show proof of it. Don't talk about it. Why do you need to bring up his daughter? Nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like that. Nobody says, "Hey, that house over there, that house belongs to a 16-year-old girl." That's not how people talk. Unless your focus is the 16-year-old girl, because nobody talks like that. Uh, and I would believe so. And I'm not even defending the man's position against his auditing. I'm I'm saying that if this is so egregious that you need to bring it up, show the proof. Let's see the post. Let's see the community post that said so. You're over here clutching your pearls and making it a big deal. Let's see it. Come on. Bring out the information. No, 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 no. I don't need backwards emails. I need the information to come out here. I need it to be shown here. I'm not the one bringing out this information. I don't need no backwards emails. Hey, mamacita. Your your link is in your Discord. Your link is in your the link is in your Discord. Yeah, that includes me. Well, again, if he did, I would need him to show the proof. I would need the proof of it. You don't just make claims like that without proof. And I don't want a backwards email. I need the community post where this happened. I need the community post where this happened for real. That's the only way it's going to be proven to me, not in any kind of
Why?
backwards way.
Because he thinks that he knows what he's doing. And this high school dropout thinks that he knows the law. And he doesn't know anything about the law other.
You got you can't sit there and try to make fun of someone's dropout status when you couldn't pass basic training twice. I'm sorry, sir. You trying to judge people based on them not being able to pass something, you can't do it because you would not pass basic training twice. So excuse me if I don't take your criticism of somebody not being able to pass something when you can't pass basic training twice. Oh no, I didn't even take it that way. I didn't even take it that way. Don't worry. I didn't even take it that way.
Than keep breaking it. So let's see who is all here. And I am sorry because I was on the phone with a lot of people in Kentucky today. But uh Charles R, welcome. Hey,
Another major claim. Another major claim. You were on the phone with a lot of people in Kentucky. Who do you have time for in Kentucky that you would call a bunch of? Like, who talks like this? Who talks like this but a manipulator? Someone who wants to manipulate, who wants to get people to believe that he's taking some sort of action. Who is going to take your call? You know how hard it is to get people on the phone as far as someone who is in office? Has anybody ever tried this? I implore you, just go ahead and try to make a phone call to your local city hall and try to find somebody in the list of people that are in charge and try to have a conversation with them today. Do that today. Go find the local directory for your city hall. Give them a call, and I want you to see how many of them give you the time of day. How many people did this guy actually talk to? Who are they? What kind of information did he get from them? Why isn't anybody questioning this? Thank you, Lupe. Thank you. I can clown around and I can have fun, but it's about time that we get serious with this guy. It's about time that I start making the points that I haven't been making because you know what? It's exhausting. It's exhausting to go over this shit because this guy he's he's manipulating people. This is real. This is real things that are happening. This is how people do become a part of a cult. This is how you defend somebody who does burglar murders. This is how you cultivate that. With these lies, with things like this. If you were to look outside yourself and think logically, you would know that these things aren't real. He's living in a fantasy world. And you're going along with it. You're on the ride. He's taking you for a long one. But you're there.
Hey there, Frauditor Watch. Oh, that's not nice. Well, I hope you're having a good day anyway, or evening. Miss Casey with a C, good to see you, ma'am. How is my
No, no,
big
I
sis
don't.
doing today? Fur Missile, welcome.
Look, on a side tangent on for public safety. I think the guy's misguided. Does he believe what he believes in? Maybe. I couldn't tell you. He's passionate. He's got passion. He's for as much as people rag on him for being dumb or being, someone who doesn't understand things, he understands enough to love somebody and for somebody to love him and have the same passion for him. I think that's something to tell. I get it. People are not going to like them, but they love each other. They live together. They're actually in the same state together. It's something to tell. It means that he knows how to have empathy for somebody else. Now, people might say, "Oh, it looks like he's beating on her or he treats her a certain way, whatever, whatever, whatever." Right? You could say all those things. It's easy to say those things. But the fact is that what I see, even though people may think that because of the things that he's gotten into, has gotten his wife into danger or whatever, is someone who stands for him. That's undeniable. That's an undeniable fact. She stands for him. Now, if it looked like maybe it was a situation where she was submissive to him, if she like just was letting him do his thing because she's scared of him, I don't see that. I see a woman who's proud of the man that she's with. Is he dumb? Does he is he misguided in the way he sees things? Sure. I could say that. But does he believe it? Maybe enough that his wife believes in what he's doing. And he's got an actual physical wife. She's there with him. She cares about him enough to be there with him to do these things with him. And that speaks volumes over somebody who pretends that their wife is with them, who pretends that is married. That speaks volumes. And I don't mean the pills, Wrangler. Yes, yes, Lupe. Yes, Lupe. GMK, thank you for bringing the funny and my serious conversation. And it's fine to do so as well. Just so you know, when before I started this, I was talking about how we can separate ourselves from the content creator. I can separate myself from the humanity to the people that I disagree with. And for public safety is one of those people that I see that I can separate myself in his humanity because he doesn't strike me as somebody who is malicious. He strikes me as somebody who's misguided. That's it. But he doesn't strike me as somebody who's malicious. And that's very different from somebody like Kiser, who he has no empathetic bone in his body. He's narcissistic. He's sociopathic. Therefore, he's never gonna know how to love anybody. He's not gonna love anybody more than himself, ever.
MSG loves drama now. Um, Welcome, I guess, Elizabeth McClellan, and I hope you start feeling better, ma'am. We miss you being active in the chat.
Nobody loves drama. Nobody loves drama. I don't love drama. Nobody loves it. Drama is drama. We have to deal with it. We deal with it in our lives every day. It depends on how you deal with it that it becomes either a big deal or nothing. Drama is how you take it. It's there. If you want to clutch your pearls every time somebody comes at you with drama, I feel sorry for you because that's life. Get over it.
Alan Hunt, retired CDO, good to see you. Hey there, Miss May Ida, welcome back. Irish Dublin, pleasure. William George Frazier, great to see you. And of course, my sexy, sexy soulmate, my beautiful wife, Kimmy Wrangler. Blessed for life, it's great to see you. Welcome. Ron Klotzer, how are things in the Mojave besides?
I don't like. I'm not here to tell anybody how they should like. If you have a partner, if you have somebody that you care about, I mean, it's cool. You can say that you love them, whatever. But he puts on sexy, sexy, Look, man, look. If your wife doesn't know that she's sexy, if you haven't like having enough time with her where you've told her enough that she's sexy, and you need to reinforce it that much, that to me that's iffy. That's real iffy. There's some insecurity there. Why do you need to say it so many times? Why do you have to reinforce it so much? Has she complained to you that you don't say it enough? That's sus to me. That's sus. I can't say for a fact any of that if any of that is real, but it's sus to me because once I love somebody, I can tell them I love you one time. I can tell them that I love them. But repeating it like that to me, it's reinforcement.
Cold? Larry DiFiero, great to see you, sir. Miss Lois Peterson, welcome back. That asshole Wrangler's here. Hey, Chris McDonald, how are you feeling, buddy? We got to meet your lovely wife last night. Hey there, Pokey, welcome. Miss Donna Ray, great to see you. Sean Cately, welcome. Cindy S., it's great to see you. How are you, ma'am? Mike Smith, welcome back, sir.
Um, People like watching drama. People don't like being a part of drama. When they say MSG likes drama, they're trying to say that he cultivates drama because he likes it. And nobody likes to be the one in the middle of drama. You like watching it. You like watching your neighbors fight. That's fun. Being the one in the fight, that's not fun.
More name changes than Jessica. How the hell are you, sir? David Dobson, welcome back. Electric Line 28. Go soft, Taylor, go home. Hey there, Kenny. How you doing, my friend? Welcome back. James Reedy, great to see you, sir.
Really, is it great
Left
to see him?
turn. Well,
Here we go. Here we go with the roll call. Why do you need this? Why do you need this? You got over 5,000 subscribers. That's if we put that in context and we put all those people in line. You're telling me that you could keep up with every single one of those people and tell me each part of their personal life? No, you can't. Nobody can do that. I can barely keep up with 30 people in my life. That's a lot. That's a shit ton of people. This is obviously disingenuous. And anybody who believes that this is something special is got real interpersonal problems that they need to deal with. Because if this is what you live for, to come and be told that you're acknowledged, there is deep-seated issues with you that you should be concerned enough to go see a professional about. Because nobody should want this. You should be annoyed that he's taking so long to get to the subject matter. But he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's pretending you're important. You're not important to him. The guy wouldn't go back in time to change the trauma that he put on an old lady when he stole from her. Why are you special?
Welcome. It's good to see you as well. Broken Bones, how are you doing, buddy? Frisian Mom, how are you, ma'am? Miss Marlo Carden, welcome back. Grumpy Get Garage, Wrangler Cult Preachers in the house. How are you and Miss Dixie doing tonight?
Exactly.
Nerd Girl Jen's World, welcome.
Luke,
There's
are
Dixie,
you gonna
Wrangler
join
Cult
me?
Quartermaster.
I did leave a link
And
in your
Grumpy Get
Discord.
Garage's better half.
I need you up here, baby.
Fire Hunter 101, great to see you, sir.
All right.
Ma'am.
I got to skip through the manipulation. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
All right, I want y'all to notice that there is no letterhead, there's no actual signatures, there's no notary, it's not dated. So, yes, as I stated, the warranty that came with that new Keurig has more legal authority than this garbage here.
Listen, bud. Listen, if you're not listening to what I'm saying, it's because you're here just to defend. You're not here to listen. Therefore, this is going to be a waste of time for you. In order for you to pick up what I'm saying, you need to drop the defense and allow the information to get in there. Allow the information to simmer in your head, suss it out, and then ask yourself if you still believe the things that you believe when it's done. You constantly defending them, you're not doing anything for yourself. You're not getting smarter. You're not getting better at understanding what is being told to you. What you're doing is you're closing yourself off and you think that you're winning something. You're not. You're not winning a thing because you're not going to change my mind. You came here. If you want to listen to what I have to say, I suggest that you put down the defenses and you allow yourself to hear what I'm saying. Then, when it's all said and done, if you got an opinion, there's a comment section for you to go ahead and comment on what you heard. If you have a real objection to the full thing that I'm saying, but you're going to have to listen to it first. You can't sit here and continuously make defenses for the things that I'm saying. That's not going to help you. What you want to do is just listen. Just pay attention. There's 12 people in here. There's only 4 actively in the chat. Take some time. Hear what I'm saying. Let it seep in. Then after that, take some time to do your own research. Find out things on your own. You don't have to listen to me. I'm not the end all be all on this information. The information is out there for you to find and discuss on your own. This is the difference between someone like me and someone like Wrangler. I'm not putting stuff out there and making myself the expert at it. I'm only going by what I know. And if you want to continue listening to me, fine, that's cool. I'm happy for that. If you want to suss it out, then criticize me and tell me like, oh, you're wrong in this, and I'll look at the information you're giving me and I'll come back and I'll see if you're right or wrong. And you know what the difference is? If you have a salient point that makes sense to me, I'll come back and I'll be like, you know what? You were right. I was wrong. But it starts with you stopping the defense because Wrangler's a big boy. If he wanted to defend himself, he would. He doesn't, and he runs away from the argument because he knows he cannot stand on it. He cannot stand for himself, so he puts people in front of him. He would see you fall. He would allow people to take you down before he puts himself in any kind of danger. You got to stop defending him if you're going to be here. Start listening. Thank you, right, son. I hope what you're saying is true. I hope what you're saying is true, man. That would be a relief to my heart if that was true. Schmitty, always welcome. Well, that's fine, and I'm glad you feel that way. But like I said, I'm here to speak against him, and so unless you're gonna do that, your the defenses you put up are gonna fall on deaf ears. That's all I'm saying. So either sit back and relax, or make questions, or have comments that have something to do with the pertinent information, because your defenses are not helping anybody but Wrangler, and Wrangler does not care about you. Just letting you know. Yes, he does, Smitty. Yes, he does.
Not to mention, they didn't even actually email it to me. They printed it off probably at a library because they don't have a printer. They took a picture of it with their cell.
You couldn't print out a simple VA document. What kind of criticism is that? Why do you go to the lowest common denominator when it comes to this stuff? Who cares if the guy's indigency keeps him from printing out a piece of paper? Why do you need to put that person down to make yourself feel better? Does it make you feel better that somebody doesn't have the ability to print out a piece of paper? Is that necessary in the research that you're doing? Or does it make the people that are in your chat feel better to know that they're going after somebody who can't have the simple facilities to print out a piece of paper? I wonder. I wonder why that's even important.
Cell phone and then emailed it to me. But it says, "Dear Mr. Michael Kiser," at least they spelled my name right, "you are hereby notified to cease and desist any and all further unlawful defamation, slander, and or libel, including, but not limited to, all social media platforms and all direct or indirect contact with Mr. Ryder and Miss Napier. You are here." Well, let's go back there. I'm not the one contacting them. I have literally spoke to them once on the phone where they both yet again threatened my life.
Wait, so let me get this straight. You spoke to them willingly on the phone, and somehow this threat seems to scare you, or it's enough to bring it up. You're talking to them willingly, Wrangler. Any threats that come from either side is simple conversation that happens when you're talking to somebody that you don't agree with. Why are you trying to make it to seem like he's the only one? I'm pretty sure you said some nasty things. You've been on recording saying some nasty things to people like Shiz, to Only Frauds, to other people who you supposedly cared about, by the way, who you used to say you loved, you used to call brother. People that you consider to be fine, special people, but you talk shit about them. And you've done this. It's shown, it's fact. But somehow you getting threats or being told off on a phone call seems to get you all in your panties in a bunch. How does that work? How does that work for a grown man? How do you suss out the logic? How does that work for you? Are you trying to make yourself a victim? Are you trying to make yourself something that you're not? I wonder.
But we'll carry on. You are hereby requested to immediately cease and desist the illegal defamation, slander, and or libel. Well, here's the thing. Why put illegal defamation?
So why
Because
doesn't
on
he? So
in a
why
civil court,
doesn't he?
defamation, slander, and or libel are all illegal. So why add illegal defamation? It's a double negative. Anyway, I digress. Specifically, retracting current videos and posts within 10 business days and refrain from any further acts of said defamation, slander, and or libel with regards to Mr. Ryder and or Miss Napier's character and or reputation. All right, well, I'm going to say this. Short of me claiming that they participated in the atrocities in Nuremberg, there's not really much more I could.
Erroneous. Erroneous. What the fuck did that have to do with anything? Why are you equating fucking horrible things to fucking to a simple call that you had with somebody? Unless you're trying to manipulate your audience into believing that it's that serious. It's not that fucking serious. Grow the fuck up.
Could do to destroy their reputation than what they've already done on their own and videoed and recorded themselves doing it. Failure to comply with this cease and desist request will leave Mr. Ryder and Miss Napier no other alternative but to pursue any and all available legal and equitable remedies available to protect their character and or reputation. So they just said it right there. What is this about? It's about money. It's about
Yeah, usually people will sue you for money because they want you to stop. They're not a prosecutor. They can't charge you for a crime, dick. What are they going to charge you for? They can't do that. They can't put you in jail. How are they going to penalize you for you slandering them? Are they gonna slap you in the face? They can't do that either. They're gonna go to jail for doing that. How do you punish somebody for doing something that you feel is illegal? You go after their pocketbook. The law does it. Are you saying that the law that you supposedly stand for is taking your money when they give you a fine? It's all about the money for them? Get the fuck over yourself. They are trying to punish you for slandering them. Whether or not the law agrees with them has no bearing with the letter that they sent to you. They're doing it formally. They are formally telling you to stop doing that shit because they will take legal action. Now, whether or not they're going to win in court has nothing to do with them formally telling you, hey, stop your shitty behavior. Does that make sense to you now? I believe you're a grown-up. I believe that. I think that you are. You got the dentures to prove it.
Going out looking for reasons to file a damn LOL suit against somebody because neither one of them can actually perform any sort of act or skill in legitimate employment to pay all their bills. So this is what they do. They go out and start trouble. They go out and actually slander people. They make all these videos about anybody that's in a jurisdiction where they've gotten their ass in hot water or gotten in a pickle. And then they go out and they slander these people, and it's all part of a legal strategy that they ripped off from Sean Reyes, the Long Island frauditor. And the reason that they do this is so that when they are held accountable, when they're prosecuted because of their crimes, they use this to get the individual, say a prosecutor or a judge, to recuse themselves. They go after personally whoever the highest person is. For example, when they went after Sheriff Wimpy and
So what? So what? So the fuck what? It's their right. Believe it or not, it's their right. They want to waste their money, they want to waste their time on dumb lawsuits, it's their right to do so. Go take it up with the courts if that's a problem for you. You have the right to be an idiot too, Wrangler. So what?
slandered him in what happened to his son a long time ago. They did that in order to, it was a half-ass amateur attempt to impeach or impugn the credibility of any officer under his charge.
It is your right to do so. It's called regressing your government. It is your right to do so. You dumb fuck. You bringing this up doesn't make them wrong. It makes you look stupid.
That tries to testify against them. And the other side of their little legal strategy is that when and if and when they're convicted for their crimes, they'll use this in some form of a half-ass appeal of their conviction that it was done out of retaliation, that they were convicted because they exercised their First Amendment, when that's not what happened, not even close. So let's
Where'd you get your law degree? University of Texas. No, you didn't. Why are you speaking on the law when you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about? How can you make those definite statements when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about? How? Who the fuck are you, dumbass? Who are you? I'll tell you who you are. 5-time convicted felon, 2-time failure boot camp, not a combat veteran, and the only suspect in the death of Donald Atwater Cameron Jr. Not a legal expert, not anybody that can speak on the law, not even in your own case, you dumb motherfucker.
finish up, and like I said, their accessible backgrounds, his wife beating, the fact that her children were taken away from her.
Again, what is that? Why do you have to bring that shit up? Why do you have to disparage people in their personal life? That has nothing to do with the shit that you're talking about. Why do you continuously disparage people in their personal life, then get upset when people bring up yours? You continuously do shit like this. It is not your place to speak on people's personal things. Why do you continue to do it? If
He
you
thinks
don't
it's
want
redemption.
Thank you, Burns, and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I didn't welcome you in. Welcome,
that's
my
okay.
friend Burns.
Oh no,
Welcome, my friend.
you're on a roll, buddy. I'm sorry I interrupted.
Yeah, no, dude. And it's funny because like the reason why like fucking like I came on and I'm like I gotta do a fucking stream of Wrangler again because I had a whole ass conversation with a with a combat veteran that works with me. We had a whole conversation about this, and I realized, we, us, me, Burns, Lupe, everybody who has been a part of, like doing the streams with Stone Vet and doing this over and over, we've gotten exhausted, right? We've gotten exhausted to the point where we don't want to do this. We don't want to do these restreams where it's like we're going off for every single point, and Wrangler has taken advantage of this because he continuously says stupid shit that nobody challenges him on anymore. Not even SV, because we're exhausted with the bullshit. We're like, we really are exhausted with all the fucking crap that he's been fucking doing. And we forgot that this dude continuously shows his hypocrisy level by level, like step by step. You know what I mean? And so I said, you know what? This is gonna fucking be painful. This is gonna be painful, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking go step by step and show every single little piece of his manipulations. Now, I didn't do the roll call because I think I made my point on that. And if I did the roll call, I'd probably lose it again. So that's why I skipped it. But I'm doing this like this. I'm going through it. So I thank you for being my partner in this right now. I wanted Lupe to be up here, man.
No, you should have Lupe. Lupe's better
I
than me.
I tried, but I don't, I
She
don't,
might
I
be
don't know if
busy.
she might be. It doesn't matter. She can't do no wrong in my eyes. You can't do no
¿Cómo
wrong
está
in
mi
my eyes, Lupe.
paisano? Right on.
Right, son. You know what? Right,
What
son.
do
If
you?
you wanted to hit the link, I wouldn't be mad at you, bro. I'm so like looking forward to doing something with you. By the way, that's that. Again, I've Right son is one of the people just like SV that I've so wanted to do things with because, yeah, both of them just like Right on because he was probably one of the most kindest people to me throughout my whole internet experience, and has been equal throughout everything. And I absolutely love him for that, and I respect him for that. And SV, of course, just because I'm interested in the guy. Like, yeah, it's a fucking man crush that I have on the dude. I want to get to know him better. But of course, like that's weird. So SV, don't get scared.
And made wards of the state until their respective individual fathers could be vetted by DCS.
Jesus Christ.
As soon as they were, their respective fathers were awarded full custody.
So what?
The only time she sees those kids is when it is a supervised visit.
What the fuck do you
What
know
business
about
is
supervised?
what is it?
What
His
business
business
is it to him?
anyway?
Yes, I just made that point, but it's like, what do you know about it? You don't have a fucking daughter, dude. And the daughter that you did have, I wonder if you even saw her. Nobody knows because
But
nobody
but
cares.
well, I don't even think he has a daughter. My thing is this: he found he found a money generating thing where he gets people because they hate Chris and Tiff. He's found a way to get people to be on his side and support him in calling this guy out because look at all his videos in the last month are all about Chris and Tiff.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, and
and I don't like Chris and Tiff. I don't like Chris at all. I don't like them at all, but they're the ones digging the holes continuing to deal with Wrangler, but Wrangler found something he can make money off. He's got more. I mean, he's even got that JJ dude that got pissed off because Chris and Tiff put him in a video on one of their streams, and JJ that he got all upset about that. Now he's gonna hook. He's so upset that he's willing to lose his job by hooking his hitch up to Wrangler. So I find that really funny as hell. Don't mind me, I'm drinking beer.
oh no, no, you're good, you're good. What the fuck?
I got
So I
hit by
was,
a hockey puck, dude, at a hockey game.
you did?
Oh yeah.
Ouch!
I
You
went
got
out
you
to
got a
my
scar on? You got a scar, or
No,
you
it hit me
good?
in the arm, dude. I'm just waiting for a bruise to appear.
Ew, that that doesn't
I'm
sound
sitting here.
fun, man.
I was on Discord. Hey, yeah, KFAR can't. I bought seven people I went out to dinner with. I paid for their meals and drinks, and then we went to a hockey game. And I'm sitting there and I'm bragging about all this shit, and then I get hit by a hockey puck. So that's God saying, You need to stop bragging, dude. Stop
Right,
bragging, or you're
right.
gonna get the next hockey puck's gonna hit you in the head. And I'm like, okay, no more.
No more. I'll stop. I'll stop. No, well, dude. I've yet to be hit with an ice hockey puck. I got hit. I've been hit with one of those. When they play floor hockey, is it called floor? I don't know. I when like when they use skates and not ice. I got hit by one of those pucks. That wasn't fun. It was like a plastic one. Got me square between the eyes. I
Oh,
remember I was all like, ooh. And I wasn't even playing. That was the fucked up part. I wasn't even in the game. I'm just like I was just interested in this because I'm seeing like there's a park where I used to live where they have a rink that looks what would look like an ice rink, right? But people use rollerblades in there. Well, this was back in the days, and I think I was like 18 at the time or whatever. But I just remember this plastic orange puck hit me square in between the eyes, pink, and, and I could only imagine an ice puck because it's like they seem like they hurt. So big ups that you took it.
oh, I agree with Angel for animals.
Yeah,
If
no,
she's such a bad mom, then he's just he. What Wrangler's doing is digging all kinds of stuff up that will get his followers all angry and riled up, so he can
right,
brigade them, and he can brigade
right.
them. You
No,
know.
and not even brigade. No, and you know what? And you know what? They're too lazy to brigade. They're too lazy to do that stuff. What they do is that they talk amongst themselves. They're like, "This is this is so terrible, isn't it? Yes, it's horrible. Oh my goodness. And that's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. This is their brand of entertainment. They
It's hate. It's hate, man. It's hate watching.
yeah, it
They
is. It
they
is.
got they got issues in their lives, dude. They got issues in their lives. They might have had a hard day at work, and they go watch Wrangler and hate. Oh yeah, this guy's bad. Blah, blah, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And they're not what they don't realize is that they're talking to the worst of them all. They're
oh
talking to
yeah,
the most disgusting human being that's on the internet right now. Like I honestly like I've seen a lot of locals. I mean, he's right up there with fucking Cyrax. He's right up there with fucking Cyrax. He's right up
yeah.
there with the fucking Ruskies of the world. He's right up there. Like he's a shitty person that's on
Yeah.
the internet that has no shame, is narcissistic and so sociopathic that doesn't even have any kind of shame for himself. He doesn't feel embarrassment. Excuse me, is it
Yeah,
shame? He don't
yeah.
feel
I just
shame.
who the fuck is Alice? Yeah, I didn't even zig or zag. I was standing there. I took a step to the left. I was on my phone, and it hit me right in my right arm, my upper arm, right below the shoulder.
And she's usually late for it
Ooh,
or cancels it. And she
So
cancels
why?
it to go out and do this garbage frauditing
That's what you
with
say.
him.
That's what you
I
say.
don't know if it's Stockholm
That's your
syndrome
conclusion.
is his
or
internet bad?
if that she's really in.
Why?
Oh, because he's sounding like a robot on his internet thing. It's on Wrangler's end.
Oh, I don't know. Fuck him, dude.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
might have bad internet. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, he's been
fucking.
having bad because I've been doing snippets for the last been doing video shot screenshots of some of the dumbest thing I ever heard come out of somebody's mouth.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Wow, you get a lot of content out of this fucking asshole.
I know,
That
too
deep
much.
into the frauditing that she has to go out and participate in this shit, break the law on camera, and then get arrested. So, like I said, I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome, and I don't really care anymore. And I'll tell you when I stop.
Then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, leave them
Then shut the
alone.
fuck up.
Leave them
If you
alone.
don't care, yeah, shut the fuck up. You know when I don't care about somebody, I shut the fuck up about them. Wanna know why? Because I don't care about them. I don't care. When you don't care, you don't talk about them. When you care, you talk about them, right? You won't shut the fuck up about them. You want to know why? Because you care that your audience has something to clutch their pearls to. You don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself, bro. I believe that you don't care, but you don't care in the sense that anybody else would. You don't care because you're gonna put their shit out there. You're gonna actually slander them and defame them just so you can have your audience. Just so your audience can tell you, good on you, Wrangler. You're talking about the worst people in the world. Oh my, these terrible, terrible people. There's hundreds of people across the country that don't have their kids, that have to deal with CPS, that have problems with the law. This is not a special case. You're not doing anything special by talking about them.
I don't have content foul food stamp card. My goal. It's funny how when somebody left Wrangler alone for 2 weeks during the holidays, 2 3 weeks, his numbers started going up. He got a lot of new people in there. So and that's what nobody sniping him or going over his content. I mean, for me, like with my channel, I have no no inklings to freaking make my channel big or anything. I don't. I mean, I want to put out content on what you call it, um, on Wrangler all the time, but it takes a lot of time to put the videos together, and it's just listening to that guy is draining, draining. It's I can't believe people listen to this guy. I really can't.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
can't believe people listen to me.
Well, and I'll agree with you. Like, I can't believe people listen to me, but at least, like, at minimum, like, I'm taking time before I make my opinions known. Like, I don't just get on and start saying, "Oh, they're bad," or like. And even when I was going down that route, something didn't feel right to me. Like, something didn't feel right. Just like copy pasting what everybody else did, and I looked at people like Dickbag Patrol, like Dummy Kruger, and the involvement of their style of content, and I realized even they understand this. Like, the smartest people within the community understand that the formula to the anti-auditor thing is just as egregious as the
Auditor.
script that the auditors use. This is this it's everybody understands this. Like, once you get in the zone of understanding where these guys come from, it's like there is no, like, it's just a mirror image of both sides. It's like one does one thing and the other one does another, and they're reactionary to each other. They need each other in a space. They can't get outside of this pocket of a pocket that is this niche. And so I didn't want to be a part of it. It made me feel sick to be a part of it. So I was just like, you know what? Maybe this is not the route that I want to go. And I never really actually felt comfortable in doing that. But I do feel comfortable talking about manipulators, about people who try to manipulate others, who try to make them believe things that aren't true, who try to change things, throw out actual misinformation, KFAR, who actually
Hmm.
lie to people in order to suit what they're trying to do. That seems easier for me to do because it's not scripted. It's not something that you can do formulaically. You have to break it down. It's not a simple thing to do. By no means. It's not simple. I give SV all the credit. This is why I like his stuff, because not only does he break it down, but he does it entertaining. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to
Yeah.
look at this stuff seriously and keep a focus. Like, I could either be funny and not have a focus, or I could focus and not be funny. So I can't really do it like he does it. And of course, that's to his credit. That's what he can do. That's not what I can do. That's not how I work. But when I do want to suss something out, it's not going to be the funnest thing in the world. But I'm going to try to make the actual points of what I see, and this is based on the experiences that I've had throughout my whole life, because I've dealt with real criminals, people. I've been in jail with real criminals who talk like this man, who talk like him. I've known people who manipulate people who talk like him. I've seen people who are domestic abusers, who are people who hurt other people for nothing more than to get things from them, who sound like him.
He can.
This,
I think I'm looking at Fowl's food stamp card. Slander. There's some things that Wrangler said about Chris that Chris consumed for slander. A couple things, and not everything. I mean, he can call Chris names all he wants, but when he starts calling him a two-time convicted wife beater, which is not true, not
it
true at
isn't.
all. The same thing
And
he
that's
said about GT. The same thing said about GT. Not true.
Oh, he said GT was stolen valor.
I know.
The most stolen valor person that I've ever seen on the internet called somebody else stolen valor, and the dude
And
has an
and the,
exceptional
yeah.
record.
And the funny thing is, the funny thing, when he was proven wrong, what would he do? He went right after GT. Soon as Chris and Tiff call him out on his bullshit, what would he do? He went right after them.
Yeah, and to some degree he went after me. Now he like I said, he understands the YouTube game, so he keeps my
Oh
name out
yeah,
of
I know his YouTube would block people and delete comments.
right, and he keeps my name out of his mouth for one simple fact: he doesn't want my channel to grow off of what he says. You know what I mean? He
Yeah.
mentioned me once. He mentioned me once when the whole Dummy Kruger thing came out, and this is why KFAR, if you're listening, this is why KFAR. This is how we know that you still talk to him, that you're still cool with him, because Dummy Kruger said, "Fuck Wrangler. I don't like him. He's a piece of shit liar, stolen valor." Wrangler came out the next day and said, "Oh, I guess Dummy Kruger doesn't like me, ma." And then he said, "Oh, and that guy, Unforgiven Jerry, oh, what a little piece of shit with his little fucking piece of shit channel," and try to fucking disparage me, right? The next day, I made a fucking live on him, completely disproving everything he said. Because what did he say? He said, "Oh, I think the Unforgiven Jerry is still going on his phone on lives and panels and asking people to be on and not creating any content. And he must have used all the money that was given to him to not get a laptop." The next day, I showed my laptop, I showed my face, and I showed that I actually have a laptop that I'm using to do content that I promised people that I would. Dude, it's like that doesn't count for shit to nobody. But this dude fucking saying, making claims about somebody that he doesn't even know,
But
they're
the
gonna fucking
thing
take.
you got to
Go ahead.
understand, his life is YouTube.
Yeah,
That's his life. That's his whole life. Guess what? You have a life outside of YouTube. So do I.
right.
And like other people that do this for just the fun of it or just like to hang out, I can walk away from it and not look back on it. I don't have to create content. I don't have to do anything. I'll just go back and put up my old band videos back up on my channel and just not comment or join, watch live streams or watch live streams.
Well,
You
I'll,
know.
I'll be honest with people. I've always been the guy at the bar that people talk to. I always was the person when you came to my weed shop. I would have conversations with people. I like this shit. I love a conversation. I don't
Oh, same
mind the
here.
conversation. My conversations have always been expansive, and I always like to learn new things from people. This is me. This is who I am. Like, if I meet somebody who's interesting out there in the world, I want to talk to them just like I bring them up on my live. Some people might be like, "I didn't come here for this content." Well, I don't care, because this is who I am. I love chatting with people. I like getting to know them. I want people to try to get to know me. I want us to have conversations, because I think it's important for people to understand each other. I think it's something that we're missing today. I think it's so easy for people to disconnect because nobody's in front of your face anymore. People are so either scummy and mean because people aren't in front of them, or they run away from shit because it's easy to turn off the computer. And I think there's a thing about physical interaction that changes that whole dynamic, that makes people actually either sit there and listen and not be a piece of shit when somebody's trying to make their points,
So
or
so hold on.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Fast food. He's so Chris did have he did do domestic, not domestic, but assault and battery, assault on two females. Oh man, sorry, beer, because I'm looking
Well,
at
I don't know. Like I said, these claims,
because
if
the
they're
paperwork that Fraud at Wrangler shows nothing about beating a woman.
right,
The,
and this
the
is this
one
is
piece of paper that Wrangler can muster up, and he keeps it on that desk next to him, and keeps showing it to people, and blah blah blah, and oh, I got it right here, I got it right here. Can he? Doesn't he have like no? It's a old fax machine, isn't it? It's not a scanner where he can.
It
Why don't
doesn't
he
matter,
fax it?
dude. It doesn't matter. You could easily get your phone, take a picture of
Picture of
it,
it. Yeah,
and put it up. Nobody needs a fucking scanner anymore, dude. My fucking
yeah, yeah.
iPhone. I just got it. By the way, I just got an iPhone. Man, look at me, I'm fancy. Um, that thing takes clear ass pictures, like clear pictures. Now, the Android that I had before, yeah, you would have to work it out a little bit, but it still took clear enough pictures for people to see what the fuck you're showing them. And another thing too that makes me laugh is that like this dude showed that VA stupid letter or whatever, and it's like you didn't even have to print it out. Like tell him to email it to you, like just
Well,
email it.
he could have downloaded the PDF.
Yeah, right. No, but that's what I mean. It's like there's so many other ways to prove that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
instead of making this fucking piece of shit paper that you supposedly got or whatever. And by the way, I believe he folded it to manipulate some more too, because the way he folded it, he thinks that it looks like that's the way it should look if it comes out of like a letter. Like like oh they gave him a
I thought
letter
he
so
got
they
it printed
folded it.
at that office.
Yeah, exactly. But you saw how it was folded, right?
Yeah.
You saw how it was all like fucking like
Well, he
folded.
probably folded it to put into a pocket or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I just think that it's fucking. I just think the letter's bullshit. I think that that it doesn't prove anything. It looks too easily like made up. You know what I mean? Like I could copy that letter real easy. My brother, because he does like a lot of office work. He's shown me like how you can doctor up stuff
Oh, I
that could
know.
look official. So it doesn't
Yep.
that doesn't sway me either way.
I would put
Stopped
my
caring is
okay.
when, while he is battering that chief's assistant at the Louisville Police Department, she not only isn't trying to stop him, trying to talk him down, she's encouraging and cheering him on while he's elbowing this woman in the head. While he was attempting to break and enter into a restricted area. And
He
if
should
you
know about that.
Yeah, you
Which
should
which
know what
which
breaking and
stream
entering
which
looks
stream
like.
is this? Is this recent?
This is a day ago.
Oh, was it a day ago? Oh, because he didn't stream last night.
Now you did a stream last night, but
Okay,
dude,
because it
okay,
sounds
that
familiar. Because he keeps going over and over that same video over and over and over again.
yeah, no, and he's talking about okay, you're talking about breaking and entering. First of all, that building wasn't closed, so breaking and entering, you could toss that out the window.
No, he's trying to force himself into a secured area where he was not invited.
Oh, okay, well, okay, fine,
Because I saw the
fine,
video. I saw the video,
okay.
but he wasn't breaking and entering. He
Yeah,
was
because that,
forcing
that
him.
would that would that would allude to the fact that it was locked, right? That it was a locked
Yeah,
door.
yeah.
And no, they were kicking him out. They were kicking him out, and so now as far as the employee put getting herself involved and stuff like that, well, I don't know the parameters of her job as far as like her standing in front of the door. Maybe she was doing too much. Now, whether or not she should have been hit or not, I don't know, right? She did involve herself, but it doesn't mean that she should have got hit. I'm not saying that. But these are legal things that Wrangler has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He's making conclusions, legal conclusions to these scenarios, and that could be considered defamation. GMK, I don't know if you're here, but to me that seems like a legal conclusion that could be considered defamation if he doesn't have the facts of the case and can't interpret them to be actual facts of a case where he's not.
I don't think it's slander. He's putting his opinion, and you're allowed to have an opinion. It
You
won't be
think that's an
slander.
opinion, but he's saying breaking and entering. He's saying that he battered the woman.
Yeah, he wasn't battered. He was forcing his way in, and the way he was flaying his elbows and arms around trying to get in there, he hit that woman. I know he wouldn't purposely do it, especially having it on film, but yeah, but the dude's a dumbass to continue to film himself doing stuff like that. I mean,
True.
that dude found a grift, found a way to make money, and the more he did shit like that, the more supporters he got and the more money he was getting. So he found a little grift, just like Wrangler
Just like
covering these
Wrangler.
people found a grift too. You know?
you remember the video, he asked at least two people about him being able to go into the back. All right. He asked at least two separate times. Now, in case you haven't seen the video, the restricted access area that I'm referring to, you need an assigned radio frequency identification card to
Oh,
even
shut up.
open the
I
door.
like how he says stupid
All
shit like
right.
that. You
It's
need
a
It's
key
locked
card.
unless you have this
yeah, you need to
card.
get special
The
access, Vic.
glass is frosted so that you can't look in.
So what?
It says restricted area. But yet he literally tried to break into it because
He didn't
this
try. He tried to
same
force his way. He
Chiefs
wasn't breaking
assistant,
into it.
who weighs about 170 pounds less than his wife beating fat ass does, was trying to shut the door. And he pulled it while she's trying to shut this door to this restricted access
She
area.
involved
And
herself.
see,
His
this is why
drunk
people like
ass
to watch
yanks the
Dummy
door.
Kruger over this guy because Dummy Kruger doesn't call people that. Dummy Kruger sits to the facts. He might, might take a little dig on the person, but not really bad. And and then he makes fun of them in a light way, not in a vindictive way. This guy Wrangler, he's vile. He calls them all kinds of names, mean names,
Yeah,
and
yeah, no,
the way
yeah,
he spews it out of his mouth, and his followers go, yeah, yeah.
yeah, exactly. And it's W. Kruger. For as much as he goes after the same people, he concentrates on the actions. He doesn't sit there and look for personal things to attack him for.
No, he doesn't.
He consistently criticizes the actions. He puts their actions he puts their actions in the forefront as far as what they're doing, and he also Dummy Kruger does one thing that a lot of auditors should really give him credit for. He can make a sympathetic figure out of these guys by
Yeah.
making them goofy,
Yep.
by making them whimsical in the way he puts the thing together. And these auditors don't give him enough credit for that. They should, because he disarms the part that's vile about them by making them whimsical in a way. It's something special that only Dummy Kruger can do. But these guys, these and you know what's crazy is that like only in real serious times have I ever seen Dummy Kruger get serious, and he focuses again simply on the actions,
Yep.
simply on the things that the person has done on video that he can prove. He does not throw out
I mean,
rumor.
I
He
mean
doesn't
that's
really. But
him and Van Balian are the only, and I think Unclean Hands. Those are the three channels I now follow only. I used to follow a whole bunch of anti-frauditor channels. I don't follow them anymore.
yeah,
I
me
don't follow them
too.
anymore because of this asshole. The way I all of a sudden, I opened my eyes this past summer about people like this, and then what really put the cherry on top of it is Wrangler and then freaking Kfar, both of them hypocrites.
Yeah, yeah, big hypocrites, man.
I am
Big
here
hypocrites.
to correct people. Who the fuck
Fuck
made
are you?
you?
Yeah,
You, you know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? You're
Yeah,
not
I'm
there.
with you, man.
You can sit there and say, hey, look, this is what my opinion on this situation is. This is what I researched and found out about the situation. I don't know if it's correct or not, but this is what I found out. But if anybody, please let me know if I'm wrong or not. Please let me know. But nope, these two say the same thing. I am here to correct people. Make fun of them.
Her back so hard, both her arms were on it, and it drug her out with it. She's lucky she didn't fall down and get hurt. So, like I said, and then he elbows her in the head.
What did you do to somebody in the
She
head,
was
dude?
standing there
Yeah.
cheering him on
Why is
and
Kimmy cheering
verbally
you on?
abusing this woman. And like I said, it's not slander, it's not defamation, it's not libel for me to tell the world about his guilty pleas to domestic battery. All right. There was no guy. He didn't beat up on a guy. He battered two women,
What did you
one
do
in the
to a
state of
Marine
Kentucky
vet?
and
What
one
did you
in
do
the
to a
state
grandma?
of
Wait a minute.
Indiana.
Wait a minute.
Now, those aren't his.
Wait. What did you do? What did you do to an old lady, Wrangler?
Yeah.
What did you do to an old lady? Like seriously, what defense do you have for beating up on an old lady? You stuck her up. Now look, I don't know what you pled down to. I wasn't there for the court case. We know that you robbed an old lady. How physical did you get with her? Did you have to get physical? Why did you need to rob an old lady? Who robs an old lady except somebody who can't rob a man? I mean, It's simple fact. It's there. It's out there. And he said himself. He said himself. If he got a time machine and went back in time, he wouldn't change a thing. He said that.
Yep.
He said he wouldn't change it. You mean to tell me that you're okay with stealing from an old lady? You wouldn't change that? You wouldn't change that. That is unchangeable. That's okay. Hey, food stamps. Um, he's okay with fucking robbing from an old lady. Find a defense for that, please.
I think that food stamps is just letting us know what the situation is. He's not defending. Doesn't seem like he's defending regular at all. He's just saying he's just correcting. Like he said something about there is actually two. Chris had two assaults on women.
Maybe look,
I would
look.
like to see it.
I don't mean to sound antagonistic. I just know that it felt like he's been supporting him. So I'm just talking to somebody who I feel was supporting Wrangler. Now, if he's not, and he's just giving me information because he wants to give information, then cool. But I'm taking it like I thought he was in defense of him. At least that's what it felt like.
No,
So
it doesn't feel like it to me. He's just or he or she, whoever it is, it's just letting us know
okay, and I'll be fair. I'll be fair and say,
because he's not going Wrangler's my buddy, blah blah blah. He's not doing none of that. He's just laying out when I said something about there was no. He just corrected me, so that's cool.
huh? Well, you see, look at
I'm not
and
Kfar where I'm going to cry about it and get all drama llama about it.
yeah, yeah, or be like, oh, I already talked about this. I already talked. Why
Or
do I?
or you could be like it, just delete all his comments and block him, like Wrangler
Right?
does.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
exactly, exactly. No, I'm not gonna
no,
do
you don't
that.
do that.
No, I mean Lupe might, but again,
I don't
that's
think Lupe
cheese.
will.
No, I mean, like, and I've said this before, and food stamps. Just so you know, the only time that I ever get blocky on people is when they keep bringing me in circles. I said this plenty of times. I don't like circles. I don't like people taking me in circles. It's something that, like, for me is a waste of time. And if you're just gonna do that every time I talk to you, it's just gonna be like, okay, okay. There's no point
Like
in this
biscuits and
conversation.
groovy.
Yeah, exactly. Biscuits and groovy is the. I think I'm confusing food stamps with biscuits and groovy
Oh,
because
don't
he
confuse them.
really.
No, because food biscuits and groovy is not no. This the food stamps is not the same.
Oh, I can only take your word for it, Burns, and I like your word.
His only
No, no.
victims, those are just the only victims he was charged with. All right. He pled guilty. A judge, upon a guilty
Very
plea,
good, Woodrow.
does not make it a part of your probation to go and see a domestic violence counselor to take classes to avoid any further domestic violence when you get into a bar fight with a dude. It doesn't happen. So, like I said, I have never said anything about either one of them outside of parody that wasn't true.
Get
Anything
the
I've
fuck
ever said
out of
on a serious
here!
note,
Get
Parody?
the
anything
fuck
I've
out of
ever
Get
here!
out
accused
of
them
here.
of,
Parody?
I
Get the
brought
fuck.
receipts every.
Damn, dude, you just turned Italian. Get the fuck out of here.
I told you, Mexicans and Italians are like
I know that
interchangeable,
we are
bro.
the same. We are the
We're
same.
interchangeable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
dude, what the fuck are you talking about, Wrangler? What parody? Do you know what parody is? Can somebody give Wrangler the definition of parody? Because I don't think he understands what it is. I don't think he knows it. I really don't think
Kfar
he
says the
knows it.
same freaking thing.
No, yeah, because they're buddies. Because they're
I
buddies.
know.
Because they talk to each other, dude. It. Oh my god.
I'm a comedy
And you know
channel.
and you know what? I got a little defensive when everybody was kind of like coming at me with the whole Kfar thing and like how I treated him when he came on or whatever. But again, my thing was like, all I wanted him to do was talk, was give his piece, was, hey, you know what, dude? People have been getting on your ass and nobody can really question you on this thing, but you came on here and I want you to say your piece. Just like when I asked Dummy how he feels about Wrangler. I wasn't trying to coerce him into saying something, and the fact that we actually really had to, like, we had to literally, like, tell him, dude, just fucking say the thing, told me and informed me at that point that he was still being buddies with Wrangler, and I thought everybody had gotten that point. Now, I didn't explain it because I didn't go over it or anything, and that's why maybe I got a little defensive that people were telling me like, "Oh, well, you didn't say it. No, you didn't say enough or whatever." I didn't. I wasn't satisfied with his answer. I was only satisfied with the fact that he gave me the information by talking the way he did that he was still buddies with him, and I was at that point. I felt like I was done with him. What the hell happened? When did I lose Burns? When did I lose you? Was it in the middle of my rant?
No, I'm just fine. I don't know. I did with my.
Oh, it's just an internet thing. Okay, it's fine. Well, yeah,
No,
but
no,
like
it's
I
not an
was.
internet thing. It was me.
Oh, you could
It
have
was
just
me,
laughed.
man. No, no, no. I'm not going to blame the internet on that one. Is a bar fight domestic? I thought it was just assault. You get charged because
Right.
I got arrested for assault twice in a bar fight, two bar fights. Well, actually,
I,
three
I,
times.
you know what? I've always been in the situation where, like, the fights that I have been in at bars where the cops always give you that option is like, the guy said he's not gonna press charges to you, and I'm like, no. I've never been in a situation where like you're like, we both agree that we're gonna press charges. I've never been in that situation, no matter how bad the fight was. Like it's always been like, do you want to press charges? No. The other guy doesn't want to. All right, cool. Everybody get the fuck out of here. I think the one time that
Yeah.
somebody I think the one time that I saw somebody get in trouble for us being in a bar fight was one dude that just he just wouldn't calm down. So when the cops got there, like they saw him actually try to punch somebody else, and so they arrested him, and everybody else got let go. You know what I mean? Like so, I don't know, man. That to me is kind of like I don't
I
get
have
it.
to disagree with Angels for Animal. I think Biscuits and Groovy is actually trolling Stone Vet because he goes back to Wrangler's live stream and talks about how he showed Stone Vet this and I put him in his place and all that. I see their live chats all the time on the replays. So you know, I, he sits there and says he's doing some kind of experiment, which I think is a bunch of BS. I think he is a Wrangler fan from his actions, but the dude is a troll, and he's just a POS. I'm sorry.
Well, I think that he doesn't do anybody a service by saying things like oh I can separate myself from the fucking content when it's like no, you're looking at things very very wrong because it's like you could separate yourself, say if this wasn't Wrangler's past and really wasn't his past and he really fessed up to it and said, you know what guys, I've been a piece of shit. I said that I was in Afghanistan when I wasn't. I said that I was a ranger when I wasn't. I did rob an old lady. I did do all those robberies, and I got 5 charges pending on me. And I hope that they turn out well. I'm gonna try to pay my debt back to society. And the whole thing about the murder case, listen, I'm innocent. But we'll see when all the charges are put together and everything, and hopefully I get acquitted, and you guys still support me at that time.
No,
That to me would be like, okay, well at least he admitted to all of it. He's a piece of shit. I wouldn't support him, but you know what? The information's out there, and he left it on a live. You know what I mean? Then anytime somebody asks me about it, I'll be like, go check out this live. He says it all. You know what I mean? That's. I mean, because then it's on you. The responsibility is on you whether you want to support something like that or not. The fact that he continuously lies and he keeps saying that people are coming after him and woe is me, I'm the fucking victim.
I
That's
know
what keeps us putting the pressure on him. That's what keeps us on his ass.
that. Yeah, yeah. You might be right, Angel for Animals. I don't know, but the dude he said something on Stone Vet's community post about a video, and it was just. It was if you go to Stone Vet's community, one of his posts, you will see it. Um, I might let me look it up. And I
Man, I
can
wish I,
say
I wish I could just catch Stone Vet one time for him to do a live with me just one fucking time.
he's not a good
Every
panelist.
time.
He's by himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's fine, but dude, I like he's not a good panelist. I think I'm a really good accompanying panelist. I think that if he doesn't trust himself, if he trusts me, I think I can make his situation well enough where he can have people on. You know what I mean? Like I trust my skills in that enough that I think that we would be fine if he came to panel with me. Like I get it. I get the part where he's by himself, but I think I just look fucking look. I look at it this way. Look at it this way. There are basketball players like like Shaq, Mark Starmeyer, things like that, right? They're great players by themselves and they can dominate by themselves, right? But put them with somebody who can facilitate that domination, it'll be 10 times better. I'm just saying, just give it a chance. Don't be so dismissive of it. Just give it a chance. Let me try one time. If it doesn't work out, it didn't work out. Fine, cool, we're good, right? Like it ain't gonna hurt nobody. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. But if we never give it a chance, we never know. Just saying, just throwing it out there. SV, if you're listening, just saying.
In this little three-ring circus, the only person involved in it that has been slandered is JJ Scarborough and myself.
No.
Jesus.
Who's been slandered? JJ's been slandered. He's an elected official that should not be upon
I
anybody's
can understand
panel.
that non-public forum.
Yeah.
But
What
off
a
subject
weird
real quick,
thing to
guys.
say, right?
I want everybody to please
And what
send
slandered
happy
against
wishes
him? The
and
fact that he's
hugs
been
and
indicted on murder?
prayers to
Right, which he has, and it's like something
His
that I don't get.
his five felony convictions, his stolen valor crap. Come on, that's a bunch of bull crap. That's hilarious.
Absolutely conspiracy music. Oh, excuse me, conspiracy. Forgive me. I
Conspiracy.
that just rolled off the tongue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Yeah,
that.
and Smitty doesn't care.
He still doesn't. He
He
still
never
doesn't.
cares. One day he will, and we will all die of shock.
Smitty
But I
don't care.
digress.
Smitty still doesn't care. 2024.
to know you didn't obey because she has got to have it. She's actually having it right now. She's having an MRI done today on her head injury from that car wreck when she was
Huh?
picking up her son
Who?
about 6-7 weeks ago.
The fuck?
So
Who?
no, you didn't
Who?
obey. We're here for you if you need anything. Your
Oh,
sons know how to get a hold of me, and so does your
Your
husband.
sons?
But yeah, back to let me make this go away. But aside from the typos
I can't see
and the
it.
language,
Chat.
there is no way in holy hell this was prepared by an actual attorney.
What?
There's no letterhead,
Oh,
there's no
yeah,
date, it wasn't notarized.
that's
And to the
a
best I can tell, let me show y'all.
pissy thing. I saw that.
Uh, eh, eh, so what if it wasn't written by an? It's like okay, so you're criticizing him for not being an attorney. You're not a fucking attorney. Like I don't get this. I don't get this part. I don't get this
He's
shit.
not even an authority on anything.
Right, exactly, and it's
I
like
mean,
who,
you and I can do the same thing. Okay, this guy did this. Let me look up all these laws on. Let me use my Google. Okay, I found this. I found this YouTube video on this.
and that and
Let me
that's
make some
exactly
notes.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what soft sits do. That's
Yep.
exactly what auditors do. It's like
Yep.
I can look up laws all day, but I'm not GMK lawyer. I'm not MERB.
Nope.
I don't have the education to be able to interpret these laws and these documents. I
And
don't.
like,
I don't
like
have.
Merb said, get a lawyer.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? I respect the shit out of fucking Merv because he talks about lawyer shit, and he talks about what he knows. He won't ever talk about shit that is above his pay grade. He won't ever talk about anything that isn't pertinent to the things that he studied in law school. And he's diligent when it comes to things that are about law. He breaks it down. He's not over here. He has a ego of himself, And I completely understand. Hey, you went to fucking law school. You earned it. You hear that, Wrangler? When you earn something, you get to act that way because you earned it. Because
Well,
you put in the work.
here's my thing. Here's where I have a problem with him. He started out just commenting and blah blah blah. Now he's gone to the point where he checks out these videos from these auditors and then contacts those people that are in the videos to have them file privacy strikes against those videos to get those videos taken down because they're going on to a monetized channel and those people didn't give them permission to use it for to be make money off of. And what I think is funny, I'm wondering if these people are doing the same thing with Wrangler's videos because he's not blurring those people out.
Well,
So
they're
he's
not.
using
They're
the
not.
same videos. He's using the same
Well,
videos.
this is where I believe that he's fucking lying about that shit, because YouTube doesn't have a fucking like a.
No, GT's had some of his videos taken down because of Wrangler, and so has Chris and Tiff.
Okay, well that's fine, but I don't think it's the actual people that are in it. And look, you can have a video taken down, and there's appeals processes and things like that. Look, I've been for people that don't know, and I don't, and because the people that I talk to in the background and stuff like that, I keep my word. This is why people like to talk to me. This is why people will come to me about certain things. It's because I keep my fucking word. If I say I'm not gonna talk about you outside of these conversations, I don't. But just to make a point about this stuff, I'm talking to big YouTubers. Like I'm talking about people who have millions of subscribers, and they're giving me advice. They're telling me things, and they've been giving me a lot of good pointers that have been helping me. Like they've been helping. If you've seen channel growth on me, it has a lot to do with these people who have been behind me. Now they've actually told me that my channel growth is gonna be stuck in this niche as long as Wrangler is around and I'm still talking about him. They've actually told me that if I wish to grow stronger, that I need to get away from this content. Now I won't, because I actually have a stake in it, and I've told them that I have a stake in it. And they've told me themselves, when it comes to all these strikes, privacy strikes, all of this and that, it looks bad. I get it. It looks bad. But there are appeal processes. There are
Yep.
processes that get your videos get put back up. You could strike people like fucking crazy. You could do that. And you can play around with the copyright system, with the privacy strike system. But YouTube is not stupid. The actual computer, the actual AI that works with it, will eventually suss out that you're doing things just based on you wanting to report them. And then there is a legal faction to it that is gonna go ahead and suss out what you're crying about. It all of this stuff works itself out. If it's right, if it's correct, if they're doing something that is wrong on TOS, you will get your videos banned, and you'll get kicked off the platform. That's the way it works. But if you like, if you're not targeted now, there are people that get targeted in political arenas. Political channels are the ones that are most targeted, the ones that get the most out of these things. But channels like Wranglers, like GTS, like all of them go through appeal processes, and even though they have their videos taken down here and there, if they go through the right steps and do what they got to do, they can get them back up. And like I said, if Wrangler doesn't think that that shit won't affect them, eventually it will, because the AI will take that privacy strike and search for other people who have the same video, and it will take down the shit, unless he privated any video that had those things, and he went after
No,
GTA
he
that way.
hasn't. He hasn't.
Well,
He
well,
the
it'll
only
get-
thing
it'll it'll get back to him if he
it
actually if
it,
he
it
actually got
kind
people to commit privacy
I mean,
strikes.
and I think it's funny how much effort he goes into making these phone calls to these places, because now he's seeing that it's actually doing something, and he can show it to his followers that he's doing something uh, on America and his behalf. Him doing this on America's behalf to save us from these auditors. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. It's like, oh
And
yeah,
that's why he's
I'm
got somebody sent him that little sign back there that says Sheriff Wrangler serving and protecting and serving.
that is the
That is
corniest shit I've ever
that is
fucking
the
seen, by the way.
funniest shit ever I've ever seen. I'm like, are you kidding me? You
Like you
giving
fucking.
this 10-time, this 10-time felon, uh, oh man, and stolen valor, most likely committed a murder. You gave that guy that sign? Oh
It's
my
fucking
God, are you
disgusting.
stupid?
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting, man. It's disgusting. I can't take it,
But
bro.
I looked at his live chat. I think it was this one I watched, and I looked at it, and I looked at all the people in it. Is a bunch of new people I've never seen before on his live chat.
Yeah, yeah, and this is why this is why I had to rehash this and do this all over again because I know that and this is and like I said the people who have talked to me and told me to leave it it's like you understand that like because you put fraud wrangler on your titles and stuff like that you're gonna be tethered to this idiot like every time you bring something out or they look for him your videos are gonna pop out now in the thing about going after him, he's all like they told me that's good because you're gonna every time he brings something out, you're gonna be his detractor, so you're gonna be with him, and it's good and it's detrimental to you. But this is why I want to keep going after him because there are people who are new who don't know all the facts. Now we've gone far. We've gone far in the information we brought out. Shiz has done a great job of putting videos together. SV has done his thing as far as like having all the lives that he's done against them, but we can't let up. We can't
Yeah,
let
and the master
up.
sergeant retired with all his his
It
military
is his
records.
documents, yeah, exactly,
Yeah, the
and
military documents, not the
and
medical,
you
because
see, and
medical
you
has
see,
HIPAA.
and you see, this is how far we've gotten. Where we've completely like got away from mentioning all the people that have put in the work. You know what I mean? Like we're so exhausted from running this gamut with this dude that we don't actually like get to how we used to like be so like on point with everything that he did. And so in order for new people to get the gist of what's happening and get the information, we have to continually bring up the stuff that we already talked about. It sucks, and I get exhausted doing it because, like I've said before, I hate doing circles. But it has to be done if we're gonna make a dent into
Well,
this guy's.
well, just watching him for not after his roll call, never during his roll call, but after his roll call, uh, just watching him for not even a couple of minutes, you get angry with this guy and you want to do something to stop him, and
Right, right,
using his own words to stop him too.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's
I've come across. I mean, uh, I've come across other channels where the people are vile, like Chili and stuff like that. But man, this guy right here really, for a lot of reasons, ticks me off. You know,
Oh yeah,
and
he really like it makes my blood boil, because it's like like I said, I've had the experience of knowing people who are manipulative, who are people who have very bad intentions, and if you've never seen real sociopathy, if you've never seen people who actually abuse and are opportunists, you won't recognize it because they hide well. They hide really, really well. And then when you finally call them out, they do everything possible. They will use everything, anything that they can find to to keep themselves from being called out or even
oh
hurt
yeah,
by the stuff that they've done. Like they will do everything possible. Like I've seen it. I've literally I don't talk about this a lot. I don't talk about this a lot. A friend that I thought was a friend for a very very long time, who I knew who her kids saw me as an uncle. That's how much I knew this person. When she did something terrible to me and she stabbed me in the back and everything and I came to confront her about it, everything was my fault. Anything that I brought up was my fault, and because she had every excuse in the book to not accept responsibility for hurting me. She wouldn't do it. And I couldn't believe that somebody that I gave so much time, so much love, so much caring to could do this to me. All I wanted to know was why, but to her it was like you don't you're never going to know why because it's your fault. And she would put all kinds of defenses up and all kinds of tools she would use to try to make me believe that it was my fault for my own betrayal. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. And it took me a while to realize that it really wasn't me. It really wasn't me, because I had to tell myself, dude, this person was a shitty person. This person did not give a fuck about you. And it's when I realized that that quote is real. There's a quote that said that it's very, very fucking true. It's easier to fool someone than to convince them they are being fooled. You do it to yourself. You would rather believe that the person that's fooling you is not doing it. This is what we do to ourselves, and you need to realize it. And this is what I want for people to understand, is that this man is fake and he's fooling you. He's full of shit. He's a liar. He's a known liar. He lied about his combat experience. It's on record. You can see it on my lives. He talks about being hit with an RPG. He failed basic training twice. If you just look at the lies, at those simple lies, everything else falls. It's a house of cards. And it has no foundation. No matter what defense you put up for him, he lied
That's why he took down
openly.
all those lives. He took down all his live videos.
Yeah, that's
He
exactly
took down
why.
all. Well, Kfar was the first one to take all his videos down, and I asked Kfar why, and he was like, "Well, monetization." And I'm thinking, no, I don't think so. You left like three up there, one of a thunderstorm, you walking. I forgot what the other one was. I'm like, no, you had something you wanted to hide from your
Yeah,
lives.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think maybe because he had Wrangler on his panel too, so he just deleted all or privatized them all. And not even a month later, all of a sudden Wrangler did the same thing. And I really think it's because a lot of people, including me, was starting to go through all his old videos to find those lies.
Well,
And
that's why I think his dumbass for coming on my life and sharing how he
oh
shared.
yeah,
This is why
and
this is why.
Frauder Troll too. I'm not a fan of Frauder Troll, but Frauder Troll too. He was up on panel with Frauder Troll too, and those videos are still up.
Right, right, yeah. It's something to be said that the information is out there, but people choose not to see it. They choose to ignore it,
Of
and it's
course not,
basic. It's
because
it it.
he's going after those bad frauditor people.
Yeah, oh, those terrible frauditors. Ooh, the ones that continue to get arrested, that don't do anything but annoy
Yep.
people, and then they're gone.
Yep.
I 100% agree that some frauditors take it too far, and
Yeah. Yeah.
some frauditors are vile, but some
Yep.
anti-auditors are vile too,
Oh
Wrangler.
yeah. Like this guy we're looking at right now.
Yeah. So let's not act like this is something that's common within the auditors. It's common amongst everybody. There's vile people everywhere. So stop it. Stop acting like this is the end all be all of everything that's wrong in the world. There are more important things than this. There are more important things than auditors. I'm done with, like, I'm seriously done with auditors. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care whether they continue to audit or whether they do. If auditors continue doing what they're doing, they will face their own consequences on their own time, because, as you can tell, without any help from anybody, they fuck themselves over. It
Yep.
just happens. And nobody had to do any cost to anybody. Nobody has to pretend that they have some sort of authority. Nobody has to act like they're gonna be the heroes of the DMV. The DMV can take care of its fucking self, because there's a bunch of grown ass people in that place and they know how to act. So stop acting like you're the fucking savior of humanity. You're not. You're just a dumbass on YouTube commenting on videos that anybody can do.
Yep. Has no authority. He has no authority on what he's
The best
doing.
I can tell, if you look at the two signatures, they were written by
Stop
the
it.
same person. And sent, and it's my guess that Tiffy did it because Chrissy's handwriting is so atrocious
Like yours
that there's no way you would be able to see
on
the
that report
individual
just
letters
put out.
CR and
This
TN.
this dude, man. This dude,
And
That what his written confession about when he shot himself.
yeah, the fucking chicken scratch that fucking report was everything,
Yeah,
everything. He projects all of his insecurities onto everybody else. It's like, dude, who cares? Like, why do you care so much about fucking how things look and
that's
spelling and all this
funny.
shit? Who gives a fuck? Like you does it make you feel better, Wrangler? Do you feel better? Oh, I feel better because I can write better because I can type better. It's like so the fuck what? So the fuck what?
Scotto, Scotto.
Scotto's here. Scotto's
My
here.
hero.
that is what it is. And if I've missed you coming in, my
What did
sincerest
you write, Scotto?
apologies.
There's nothing there.
And Get Carlson, welcome.
Oh, I see another.
How
I
are
see the
things in
hands now.
Sweden? And
Sorry about
thank you
that.
for being here. And I hope so as well, sincerely.
Oh,
Hey, you can't argue with stupidity.
I
No,
know.
you can't. Maserati 5000 GT, what's up, buddy? Non-public forum, welcome. Scott McCrae,
Oh
how
my
you doing,
God,
my
is he
Is
friend?
he
doing roll
still
call
on roll
again?
And
call?
I love that. You can't argue with
No, these
stupidity.
people probably popped
Nick
in.
Norris, Fums, welcome back. Hey there, Death. How are things in your part of the
He's in
country
the
today?
middle of a making a point, and he just stops.
Hang on,
You
hang
know,
on.
I sit there, want to say something, but you're making a point. I'm not going to interrupt you. He just interrupts his whole thing.
Let, let me
He
let me
interrupts
let,
himself.
let me go ahead and do my roll call. Hold up, because you know what? Hey, if we're gonna be doing roll calls around here, I gotta do it right. I gotta do what he does
Oh,
just to
don't do
show
what he
you how
does,
just to show
please.
you how easy it is.
No, I know it's
Angels for
easy,
hang on, Angel for animals. Oh, it's
but
nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. Woodrow McCall. Oh, it's nice to see you again, bud. Hey, did you get that package that I sent you? I hope you did. Haha. Hey, oh look at that. It's Burns. Nice to see you again, buddy. How you doing? Oh, what do we have here? Outback windows? Haha. Hey, how's everything going over there in Australia? Did you know Australia's fake? Hey, how's it going? Hey, conspiracy. How's it going, buddy? Hey, I love to see you. Hey, tell your kids I said hi. Hey, killing time passing through. How's the ex-wife treating you? Treating me bad? Ha 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 ha. Oh, okay. Let me see who else. Who else do I got here? Oh, Puffy Mummy. Hello, Puffy Mummy. Hey, I'm sorry that I missed your chat. Hey, maybe you can send me an email. We can have a chat later on. Okay, how you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Okay, who else do we got? We got Scotto. Scotto. Hey, Scotto. How you doing, buddy? Hey, you still gay? Nice to see you. Oh, how's it going, bud? There it is. I just did a roll call. Oh my goodness. How hard was
but
that?
you know what's so funny? The people in your chat don't need you to validate their life like the people in his chat does.
Right, right, exactly.
That's the
And I like it
difference.
like that.
You know, the people that come to yours don't need you to validate who they are.
Because they
Like the
know who they
people,
are.
all
Because
those
they're
people.
strong.
I mean, I made that when VOP Rage quit freaking Wrangler's live chat. It was hilarious because he was not paying attention to her. It was so hilarious. I had to screen. I made a video on it. Oh my God, that's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like it's so.
After she couldn't get Wrangler's attention, all of a sudden she's at Kimmy. There's somebody from Canada that's near me that wants to. He just said something, and Wrangler's not recognizing who he is. Oh my God, who
Dude,
cares?
that lady, man, that lady had
Oh,
so many issues, man. The
she
fucking the
still
parent.
does, man. Now she moved it over from Wrangler to freaking Hez, I think.
Oh my God. Oh well, I mean they're perfect for each other. That
Oh
she
yeah.
belongs there.
If she likes that kind of shit show, then let her
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Hey,
At
Hez,
least
and
she's not. At least
by the way,
it's.
Hez, anything that I say, I don't hate you, buddy. I still love you, bud. You know that
I mean,
at least Hez can take a joke.
yeah, but the my thing is this: at least she's in a safer space.
Right.
She's not supporting a murderer.
I
And
mean,
finally, she opened her eyes.
she's supporting a big fucking drama queen, but hey,
Yeah,
you know.
the funny thing is, before I got blocked over there, she was saying on the live chat, "Oh, in Canada, we don't let felons in." I said, "I guess Wrangler's never going to visit you."
Oh God.
she freaking went off on me, man. I was like, "Are you kidding me? I'm just telling you, he's a felon. He can't come visit you in Canada because felons can't go to Canada." God.
Yeah, dude, nah, man. I don't miss the paragraphs, dude. Trust me, I don't miss the paragraphs.
Oh, you missed out on vestige of
I would like
queefs.
to think she's suffering from Stockholm syndrome, but just after I've read some more of the evaluations that were performed on her by DCS before her kids were taken away from her for cause, I just don't know anymore. Hey, little Spitfire.
Shut the fuck up. Talk about the shit.
And Southern Miss, welcome now. I'm
Oh
sorry,
God,
Southern Mrs. Great to
I
see
just
you.
can't. I just fucking can't,
This
dude. I
this
just.
is why people love the guy because he calls them out. I mean, I go to people's channels and if they don't
But
I
as
say
I said,
hello and they don't say hello back, then they're busy making a point or doing something. I'm not going to get pissed off about it. These people need validation.
Listen, you. Listen,
Queef
you.
syndrome.
You don't come around here with your queefs, okay? I don't need none of that queef energy right now. Get the hell out of here. That's fucking hilarious. That's. I love it. That's the only thing that I'll fucking say about the whole bullshit with fucking Wrangler that it has sometimes it does spark a creativity that has been so special amongst the people that have gone after him. And this is what I want to say something. This is what I want to say to everybody that has put in work as far as going after this guy. All of you guys are amazing. From everybody that doesn't get along to the people that do, from the people in certain communities, it's something to tell where all of us come from different angles of this story, but we all come to one conclusion that this man is a piece of shit. And you guys are funny, you guys are smart, you guys are your own people in your own way, and I respect the hell out of every single one of you. And I mean that. I really, really do. No matter how you feel about me, no matter what you think of our friendships or relationships or even if you fucking wish to not fucking deal with me at all, I still believe that in the end, all of us that went after him are 100 times, not only 100 times better, 100 times smarter, and 100 times respectable people than this man could ever imagine. And I mean that. I hope everybody can take that and use it as a way of thinking of ways to come together because I honestly feel like between all of us, it's all just even the people who don't get along, it's like it's all pettiness. And if we just let it go, we could come together as a cohesive unit. Not like all mashed up and like doing different things at different times. I think there was something very special when we were all very very cohesive of it. Not only does it like make it easier for all of us to go after him, but it makes it so that we are supportive of the people that are putting out content against him because it gets exhausting. It gets exhausting. And so I just want to put that out there. I really do feel the way that the things that I'm saying right now. I really do feel them. I think they're special. I think it is that's the one special thing that has come out of this. I still if I had a time machine, I would go back and fucking X Wrangler if I could. Don't get me wrong.
I would just love for him. I thought about making a deal with them
Fuck you.
that if they stop lying about me, that I'll stop telling the truth about them. That's
What
not going to
lies?
happen. Yeah, Jesse Logie,
What
that's really
truth?
what it was, and it shows why he constantly wears that damn Harley Davidson cap everywhere he goes, and he probably stole it from his uncle's estate.
That's a lie.
Uh, but it showed it when he left the witness stand. He's got a damn bald spot up here on the crown of his head.
So
about that
what?
damn big around.
So what?
I
So
got a sh-
what?
I got a
So the
shaved
fuck
head, buddy.
what?
I got a shaved head.
So what?
I got a shaved head.
It's like, dude, You don't fucking like it. I know that you get all sad that people talk about your fucking haircut, dude. I know that
And
you
his
get sad that
beard,
people talk about your everything.
his bottom gums,
Anybody, all the fucking physical attributes
the
that you
horse
have,
teeth,
you know that you open yourself up to all of that
tiny
shit
hands.
when you do stupid criticism. You can continue, Birds, while I'm talking. It doesn't matter
I
because you're
know.
making my point. You continuously open yourself up to
Perk
that
jaw.
criticism when you talk about the bald spot on somebody's fucking head that they don't fucking care about. Who the fuck cares?
Being stuck in a
Jesus.
room, being stuck in that room.
And that's the bald spot, not Tiffy. Exactly, Victoria B.
I'm glad you're
He
here to
wants
join
to
us, Danny.
complain that we doxed him. Well, that's not true. First of all, he put his phone number on at least 7 different websites trying to promote and advertise for his illegal construction company. Why is it illegal? Because not only does he
That's
not
fucking
even
hilarious.
possess a business license in the states of Kentucky or Indiana,
You don't know.
he doesn't have a license to be a contractor. The only one of them that holds a professional license is her. She's
So-
held 2.
Who cares?
One is a waitress at the strip club laundromat, and the
What
other
fuck?
as a hairdresser. The hairdresser
One
What's that?
is a license at the strip club laundromat.
That's
That was
weird.
supposed to be funny.
Yeah, I know.
What?
He can't tell jokes at all.
Yeah, that fucking delivery, dude. Like, if you're gonna make a
He's
joke
got
like
zero
that,
delivery. He's got zero jokes,
yeah,
man.
it's like if you're gonna do that, it's like the guy has 2 licenses. I mean, there's only 2 licenses between them. The 2 that she has is one. She has a license at a strip club, which, by the way, doubles as a laundromat. That's how you make that joke. You know, oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that because
hairdresser is the only one that's still active. He's never had a commercial driver's license. Now, when he was working on a job site one time when he was younger, the foreman or owner was trying to teach him how to drive a dump truck, but it was in a dirt lot. It was on an actual site. It wasn't out on the road.
I don't think he has.
So, yeah, hey, Ron Klotzer. Hey, Ron, I'm going to email you a copy of this in just a second. I would love to get your legal opinion on it.
On a disbarred from a disbarred lawyer.
It took her 3 years for a 6-month
What's it-
class.
He's
second
gonna
video
ask
is-
a disbarred lawyer about asking about law stuff.
Well, James Reedy, but it
Stone
would
Vet
be if
proved
he's
it.
actually working directly for insurance companies like he claimed he was.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so give me a 1 in the chat if you saw the video I made yesterday
right, absolutely.
about them breaking the law yesterday. Oh,
Scotto.
now that's going on the board.
Oh, I
Ah,
love
you missed-
how he said, "Oh snap."
Yeah, right when Scott
Okay,
put that
Chief.
up. Yeah.
Hey, Carl. You go get some
That was
rest, buddy.
perfect.
Thank you for being here there, Chief Meme Officer.
Carl, man. Carl's Order of the Squirrels, man, dude. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, seriously, bro. Like you used to come on my channel, and Wrangler wouldn't fucking jock you for shit, dude. Like,
Who's that?
This guy named Carl's Order of the Squirrels, and you know what? This is where I wish every day that I could have recorded the conversations that we had on phone, because both Carl Order of the Squirrels and Northville Pokey, if you knew the opinions that Wrangler had on both of y'all when we were talking on the phone, you guys would not support him at all right now. Because Carl, he thought that you were crazy and that you were a waste of time because you were acting like you were a squirrel in Hezekiah's chats. And Norfolk Pokey, he straight up called you a dumbass on the phone. And if you want to go ahead and question what I'm saying, you guys can say what you want about me. I've kept it 100 since I've been here. I'll tell you how I've told you how I feel about shit, even when I've been wrong about shit. And I've put up and shut up when it comes to things that I have been wrong about. So this, what I'm telling you right now, is absolutely real. He talked shit about both of y'all, and like hard. Like it wasn't. I didn't find it funny. I didn't think it was cool. And I seriously wish that I could have recorded that. You want to take it as conjecture. You want to take it as like as hearsay. Well, go ahead. That doesn't matter to me. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not saying it just to say it. The only reason why he hangs out to you guys is because you guys are the only ones that are left. He didn't give a fuck about you guys when everybody was on his team, and I believe that he still doesn't. The minute he needs a reason to fucking move on from you guys, he will. He thinks less of you guys. He thinks you guys are lower. He thinks you guys are shit, and that's the absolute truth. I'm not saying it just to fucking piss people off. I heard him say it. I heard him use the N word very freely on our phone calls. I should have said something.
I lost my chain of thought.
I apologize to Carl.
Oh, it's not
And
you.
no, no, no. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for me.
Hmm.
Whether or not they accept it or not, I apologize to Carl Order of the Squirrels and Norfolk Pokey. When Wrangler told me the opinions that he had of you guys, I should have said something to you guys, and I was wrong for holding back and not saying anything and saying it now. I was wrong for that. I was wrong for not telling people that he used the N word freely when I heard him say it. I should have said something when I had the chance.
Oh, I shut people up that say that. I shut them up right away.
That's just the truth.
And we're about to double your chief meme making.
Oh shit! I hit the
Oh,
stupid
what
fucking.
happened, man?
I
I was
hit.
so much enjoying
I
that.
hit. Oh fuck!
Oh,
I
I
hit the
like that one.
stupid.
Alcohol and ammo.
You never seen the AAA? Ah, damn it!
Ah, no, don't. Please skip forward to wherever you were.
Ah,
You need
I
to go
did
forward.
that. I did that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
I even went
You
over
know
the
what?
club
You know what?
music.
I think I subconsciously did that because I'm looking at the time and it looks like I gotta start getting ready to make dinner. That's why. I think I did that
Dinner.
on
It's almost
purpose.
midnight here, dude.
Well, you're in Germany, bro. I'm in
Yeah, I know.
Oklahoma. Hey,
Oh no, I've
Wrangler,
been
I'm in.
doxxed. Oh my god, I've been doxxed. Oh my god, sir, you should have doxxed me. No, yeah, and being hit by a hockey puck, that just made my evening.
When did that happen? That happened today?
Yeah, that happened this evening about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
Oh, get
Hey,
ready
let's
for
go to a
that,
hockey
Bruce.
game, guys. All right. We're drinking Glühwein, that hot.
Like, was there no, isn't there glass at these hockey games?
Dude, no, there isn't. On the side. Only where the goal stuff is.
Did you at least get to keep the puck?
No, man, I was like, what the hell? No, some kid got it. I'm not gonna try to die for him, some kid trying to get it.
Nah, man. And you tell that kid, hey, I
I'm not.
took that puck to the shoulder, motherfucker. If you're gonna take my puck, you better get the puck out of here because that puck
The,
belongs to
the
me.
kid the kid offered it to me. I declined, man. I was like,
That
nah, you
putt is
keep it.
terrible, by the way. Don't let nobody copy that putt.
Dude, that kid was he wanted to hand it to me because he saw me look. I was like, what the heck hit me? And I'm like, because that's what I get for looking at my phone.
That you see, don't you go to an event, you
Oh,
put your
dude, if
phone
I didn't
down.
look at my phone, I would have got that straight in my chest because I just moved to the left and it hit me in the right.
Or you might have caught it. You might have just like caught it. Might have been the hero. Like you just like chook, you catch it. Like, oh, look at
No,
that!
dude,
Look at that badass. He just caught a puck. And then that hot chick that was down the way is like, ooh, I like the guy that can grab pucks with his hands. Mr. Opportunity burns.
I'm glad I had a really thick jacket on, man. That's because That if I didn't have no jacket on, that would have hurt really, really. I mean, it wasn't that painful, but man, that thing hit me. I was like shocked.
Killing time passing through. I would never do that to you. I wouldn't do it to myself. So you're fine. And I think subconsciously I did it because I really am. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go eat something. And but I'll tell you guys this, and I'll be fair. I'll be fair. Um, I believe that it's important that I cover this stuff. If if SV is gonna take a step back, and like I really like SV. Like I like this NJP podcast that he had. I've listened to half of it. I'm gonna finish it today. Um, I really hope that he takes me on my offer and stuff like that. But if he wants to take a step back, it's fine. I'll try to pick up the slack on that, and hopefully we can keep up this. But if my audience, the 257 people that I got, want me to continue, I mean, if you guys feel
Oh,
like it,
that's way more than I have.
just give it time, Bird. Just give it time. Yeah, you'll make
Oh,
it.
I've been giving it time since 2008, man. That's how long I've had my channel.
But if anybody that's in my sub count that feels like this is okay, like you want to keep seeing this, please, I'd love it if you guys would leave me a comment. I keep getting
Tater
emails.
tots.
Yeah, you can say if you want me to keep doing more content like this, just put tater tots in the comments if it's not too much to ask. I
Give me
love
a
the
tater tot in the chat, please.
give me a tater tots in the chat if you want me to keep doing it. But if you're not in the chat, you can put it in the comments. I would actually like it better if you put it in the comments because I keep getting emails from YouTube saying your videos need more comments and more shares and shit like that. So I'm just to keep the YouTube gods happy. If you could please leave a couple comments, if you could. It doesn't have to
Oh,
be anything. I mean, talk shit about me if you want. If it makes you feel better. I don't know.
holy crap. This beer has 8.5% alcohol in it.
Is that why you're talking so much?
Yeah. Normally I'm silent. Holy crap.
Burns, I love you, buddy. You're fucking. And like I keep saying, there are things that I wouldn't change, Wrangler. Not the crappy shit that I did. I'd change that in a heartbeat. But some things are fun, like getting to know Burns, getting to know Scotto, getting to know some of these people like Danny, Guadalupe, Scotto. Like I said Scotto twice, didn't I? But like it does feel good because it's like these are people that I wouldn't exchange. They're good people. So that's the only thing that as good has come out of it. And again, I can't stress enough. All of us as a whole unit that have come together and said, Wrangler is a piece of shit. Guys, we're better than that. Let's drop the fucking pettiness. Let's drop it. You know what I mean? Like we're not KFAR. We're not these fucking people who put all of this fucking crap in front of them. We're better than this. Let's come together. Let's fuck all the fucking madness. Like I honestly feel like we would service ourselves better if we could just drop all the pettiness. I understand that it's not easy. I understand that. But I know that there's a bridge to be built there, and I know that if we just got past it, we could do much better works if we work together, and we do things together. Just is that is just my feeling. It's not a plead. It's not a plead for more subs. It's not a plead to be put on a scale with other people and stuff like that. It's me understanding that there are things that are more important than us. There's things that are more important than our pettiness, our ego. That's Wrangler. That's those people over there. If we're gonna be better, we have to do better. I'm willing to do it, and I'm reaching out. So I hope you guys get the message. And again, I thank everybody that's been here and everybody that's supported me and everybody that's you know giving me a second chance. I appreciate it. Thank you. This
You
is
have a
the
good
end of the
one.
stream. You guys have
You
a
have a
good
good one,
one.
dude. Later.
Take it easy, everybody. Have a happy weekend. Oh shit. there it is, dummy. Sorry about that.
upside. 'Cause I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I seem edgy, I want you to know that I never meant to take it out on you. Life has its problems and I've got my share.